deactivated a nuclear device.
He turned it off.
When was a nuclear device ever active around Steven Seagal?
Yeah, what I did was I launched this missile and then I pressed this button to stop the missile.
Look at this. Look at how he is with the Dalai Lama.
Is this his official website?
Is this official website?
Oh my god, it's like something from 2002.
Yeah, it's like a Bebo account, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. This is my MySpace page.
Philanthropy.
Oh
Oh my god.
look at that.
Look at
him.
that!
My
Awards,
God.
first annual environmental.
Humanitarian Award in 1999.
Jesus.
Couple of Oh, there you go. Look, there you go. Honoured
First
as the-
private citizen to destroy a nuclear device.
There you go. That's in the award section.
When did that happen? You could not have said anything stupider. There's never been an active nuclear device since fucking Hiroshima or testing afterwards. What were you doing, Stephen?
Well, we'll find out later. He does have some interesting friends, to be fair.
Does he? Yes. Well.
Yeah. Come
Fucking
on.
chuck me in, mate.
Welcome to This Morning. I'm here with Alison Hammond.
And welcome to the One Show.
It throws me every time the One Show mentions Alex Jones being on.
Welcome to the One Show. I am Alex Jones. We're going to be talking about the globalists in the BBC.
Fuck
Now,
no,
the
I
Loch
did.
Ness Monster is real, people, and they're not telling you about it because the globalists know that there are more out there.
Wow, man, that voice is really cool. Have you ever considered going into radio?
No, man. I want to become a docent. Get real into art.
You cannot be fucking trying to pull this off as real. You
Sometimes,
can't
yeah.
be. This
See, that's
is
what
fucking
Jim-
ridiculous.
This is exactly what Jim Cornette always goes
He
on about.
got up like 8 fucking times, like in a daze, and then he kicks him, and then he gets down, and he gets up, and he gets in a daze,
got
and
up
he
on
kicks
what?
him. This was Kevin Owens'
You
fight.
expect him to stay on the floor.
I'm expecting him to do more than lie down.
I mean, you can see he's not the most in shape guy. Let's be fair. Like, you've seen him.
Oh,
His
dear.
main move is jumping off things onto people.
Yeah.
For obvious
Which he
reasons.
does very well.
Very well.
Very well. I mean, that was fun to watch. Don't get me wrong, but it was.
There's people like three times the size of him that jump off things onto people.
I found it so funny.
You know those people.
I just found it so funny. And sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, and it reminded me of something else because I watched something else, which was the opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to classy experiences.
I don't know what that means, but carry on.
I watched the Formula One with my
God.
dad. Now that is
God.
a classy affair, Carl. A classy affair.
Good.
Unless it happens in Miami, like it did this weekend,
Nothing
where
classy happens,
LL
man.
Cool J
Oh, God.
comes onto the scene. There's a video of this we need to watch as well, right? LL Cool J comes onto the scene and introduces each and every driver one by one with cheerleaders on the side of them looking like it looks like a fucking high school party, right?
You look
Like
like
the
scene from
prom.
Fast and the Furious,
It's-
or a bit more put together.
Oh my god! They had
Yeah.
the Fast and the Furious guys on as well. They had Vin Diesel there and Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me
Vin
at all.
Diesel was too much of a pussy to get into the race car with a Formula One driver.
Really?
Yeah, Michelle
shocking.
Rodriguez did it with a mental cackle.
And Vin Diesel was just like, nah, I can't do that, bro.
Yeah, no, he's like, nah, I never get in the passenger.
Oh, I was
seat.
wondering
It's
if it was
like,
something to do with that.
Shit, Vin, you're a pussy.
Yeah, I could imagine that both is true, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
I could imagine that actually, because they have all these rules built into their contract, don't they, in
Oh
that
yeah,
film?
yeah. They can never lose. None of them can ever lose. That's
Unless the other
literally in
one
the contract.
loses as well.
No, not even that. Yeah, they
Isn't
can
it-
come to a draw.
Yeah.
But no one in the Fast and the Furious can lose a fight now because it is literally written into their fucking contract.
And every bad guy.
including Tyrese. Who you think?
What?
Like, why wouldn't you be like? If I was listening to a podcast called "How Did This Get Made," talking about the Fast and the Furious, and it was like, why wouldn't you be the guy who loses every fight?
Yeah, you'd be
Because
remembered
then that
then.
would be so fucking
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
You'd
yeah.
be the most fucking hilarious
Yeah,
dude.
that's true, you know.
And like no matter how well the fight's going for you,
always
eventually it fucks up. You know what I mean?
Is that against like the bad guys too? Then?
Against the bad guys, against the good guys, everyone.
didn't
No one is allowed to lose a
I
fight.
think The Rock did lose one, didn't he? But that was in the first one he was in.
Not even then, that came to a draw.
I'm trying to. Yeah, Vin Diesel and The Rock had a fight.
That
and
came
Jason
to a draw. Jason Statham versus The Rock. Draw.
Yeah. Because they always end up becoming friends, don't they?
Yeah.
Like they were, like John Cena, he popped up and now he's a friend with them.
No, he's Dom's brother.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
He's literally family.
Because you can see, you can totally see the family resemblance.
Oh yeah, they look so alike.
It's uncanny, man.
And mind you, his sister's supposed to be that tiny little like slip of a thing in Fast and the Furious 1. I saw
the one
that recently.
the one that bangs Paul Walker.
Yeah, I saw that recently, and my God, that film was mental. I didn't remember how mental the first one is. They're driving through mines being chased by like Mexican coyote guys who are like, you know what a coyote is.
I know what a coyote is. I don't know what a Mexican coyote guy is.
A lot of guys who are coyotes. Do you not know what a coyote is as a person?
No.
Ah, right, okay.
I know the animal.
That sounded
I saw one-
condescending, Carl. I apologise for that.
I saw one. It's probably the best term to use with me, to be fair. I did see a coyote get brushed with a hairbrush the other day. He didn't like it.
Different kind of coyote. So there's a different term for a coyote in Mexico as well, which is a person who is a human trafficker, basically, who gets people across the border. And they're being chased by a bunch of those guys. And
it gives coyotes a bit of a bad name, doesn't it?
It does a bit.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because coyotes are really good at sort of slipping between cracks and things like that.
Yes.
They're wily like a fox.
Yes.
But yeah, Fast and the Furious 1, fucking stupid film.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid film. And it made me want to watch all of them again.
Oh, God, please
Every last one. They are beautiful, fantastic movies.
Please don't tell me you did that.
No, not yet.
Good.
I'm gonna, though.
What have you got to?
What?
But when
I haven't started. You've
only watched number one.
I've only seen a tiny bit of one as well, so I've got to rewatch one. Then I've got to watch two. Then I've got to
Too
watch
Fast,
three.
Too Furious
Then
is
I've got
probably
to
my
watch
favourite.
4, then 5, then 6. Then I go back to watch Tokyo Drift.
Oh, you're going to mean like chronological order?
In chronological order.
Okay.
Yeah.
But bear in mind though, if you do that though, you're going to see a story go to one point, and then it will take a drastic turn in Tokyo Drift, and then it will suddenly be another story that makes even less sense afterwards.
Yeah, but that's what Fast.
That
and the
guy
Furious.
lost the fight. He didn't have it in his contract.
That's true. That's what Fast and the Furious is all about, though.
What? Not
making any sense.
That's actually
having
really true.
Absolutely ridiculous scenes going on. Everyone is giving a perfect performance for what the movie is.
Okay,
for what the movie is.
I'm glad you added that caveat at the end.
Everyone is doing a perfect performance. It is campy as fuck. It is stupid as fuck. Everyone says the most like ridiculous OTT macho lines that have ever been said. It's like there's a bit in one of the Fast and the Furious where there's Jason Statham. He goes like, "The thing about you and me is that we come from different worlds." He's like, "I don't come from the streets. Where I come from, it's a lot meaner." And he goes like, "Oh, stick around. It's gonna get a lot meaner."
That's amazing dialogue there, man.
It's just literally,
God,
what is the manliest thing we can say in this next thing?
It's like Shakespearean-esque, that is.
There is a bit where Vin Diesel runs out of a bus that is flying off the edge of a cliff, leaps towards the edge of the cliff, can't quite reach the cliff, but Michelle Rodriguez has already checked this shit out, so she is already doing a drift with the back end of her car coming off the end of the fucking cliff.
They do
while
look cool.
Vin Diesel grabs hold and then gets flung back on and he's fine. These films are cinematic genius.
To be fair, they're endlessly entertaining. They
They
really
are
are.
the most entertaining films ever made.
They're like a macho
and
version.
Everyone's a fucking Terminator.
Yeah.
Everyone can punch through walls and take fucking hits by cars and can shoot perfectly.
And come back from the death multiple times as well.
Multiple times.
That Rodriguez did it.
Yeah.
The Korean fellow, he did it.
Yeah. In fact, in one of what is it? Was it Shaw? Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
They literally have the bad guy be Idris Elba in a super suit. He is literally a super villain.
Yeah. Straight up for that. Did he die? Because he's not around anymore.
No, I don't know if he died. I don't know if he died.
Did he lose?
I don't know.
I mean, the bad guys have to lose,
The
surely.
bad guys definitely lose.
Yeah, because
Bad
I mean,
guys always lose.
it's funny though, it's because each time it
It's
is literally
unfair,
just like
really.
what it is. Every every film, it's like who can be the next macho guy to come
Yeah.
join us? We'll fight him for the film.
Jason Momoa is the
Jason
bad
Momoa,
guy in the
yeah.
next one. It's like,
And he looks like he's just legitimately playing
and
himself.
if they do another Fast and the Furious,
When?
he will be on their team.
Yeah, 100%.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
You mean when they do it?
Yeah, when they do another one.
I
Because the
swear-
thing is, they said they were going to finish at 10, but I can see them taking like a break for like 5 years, like they did with the first ones.
Yeah,
You know, they
yeah.
took a break between like 4 and 5 of like 8 or 9 years. Not even that long. It was like 5 or 6 years.
You know what they'll do? They'll do a crossover after that.
They should do.
The Expendable Furious.
Oh!
Or
I'd watch the fuck nuggets out of that. That
Yeah.
would be so fucking good.
Furiously Expendable.
And
There
then
you
you
go.
need to do, and then you just need to keep adding more shit to the file.
Yeah. Just keep
Fast
throwing
and the
shit at
Furious
it.
versus Dracula. Fast and
Oh.
the Furious. You know what I mean?
That's a question.
Yeah.
Not getting onto the subject yet or anything, but
Mhm.
was Steven Seagal in Expendables? Has he ever been in them? Everyone else has.
Yeah, I don't think he's been in them because he's such a piece of shit.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Steven Seagal is a piece of shit. Very much
If you
so.
didn't know that, then fucking hell, come on.
Chuck Norris, he was in Expendables.
He was.
It really is that Fast and the Furious is like the youthful version of
It
Expendables.
totally is. In
Completely.
fact, I can't think of anything that would mesh better with it.
Mm.
You're absolutely right. That would be a stellar
I mean-
fucking movie. The only problem is that you got Jason Statham twice.
True.
You got Jason Statham and Jason Statham.
Neither
in
of
the
to
same
be fair,
movie.
neither of those films are based in reality anyway.
I
are they?
honestly, I
The
would
franchises.
love it if they did it and just completely ignored
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Never mentioned
Completely
once
straight-faced this.
that they look exactly the same. Even have them in the same scene next to each other, wearing the same stuff, and people can completely tell them apart without any issues.
You'd have to do some little nod to it or something, like somebody says something and I'm like, what the fuck you on about?
It would be
Or
like the
something.
movie would be gaslighting you into saying,
Yeah,
no, they're
yeah,
completely
yeah.
different. What are you talking about?
That one's obviously got a scar above his right eye. It's completely different. I think that's racist that you can't tell
it's
them apart.
quite frankly racist.
It is quite frankly racist.
Yeah.
Talk about racism.
Mm.
I think the royal family were trying to prove a point during that concert at the weekend.
Yeah, they were.
My God, it was like
Yeah, they
parade
were.
every ethnicity we can onto a stage.
Yeah.
Every now and then, Ollie Murs.
Some of the, oh my God, does
You had
Ollie Murs get any other gigs? Literally, like Ollie Murs never goes on tour. He never creates more albums.
It's
He
rare.
just turns up
Yeah,
when
yeah.
the fucking Royals need a thing doing.
It is rare to be. I like Ollie Murs. I'm not going to lie. He's
Everyone
alright.
likes Ollie Murs for some reason. I even like Ollie
Yeah, yeah,
Murs.
yeah.
I don't know why.
He's a good presenter. That's why. He's very, and he's like that cheeky chappy, and
Yeah, he's so
yeah.
and he must be in his fucking 40s now, but he
Oh,
still
yeah, yeah.
looks like he's fucking 13.
Yeah. So I don't know about 13,
No,
but
you know what I mean? He's got that kind of like.
you look like
bouncy
you're not old
personality.
enough to have
He's
gone
like-
through puberty
Yeah,
yet.
he looks in his 20s or late 20s,
Yeah, yeah,
something like that, but he's still
definitely.
got that cheeky, bouncy,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
kiddie
yeah.
thing.
That's what like money and dietitians.
And having a fucking career that is just singing and dancing and having a fucking laugh.
Yeah.
yeah.
And to be fair, he probably does it right because, like you said, he's not doing all this stuff all the time, so he's
Yeah.
not getting ground down by it as well.
No,
He's
just
doing a bit of
enjoying it.
that,
He's like,
bit of TV,
yeah.
bit of this.
Oh, you want me to go do that? Fucking yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on yours.
Come
Fucking
on.
chuck me in, mate.
Welcome to this morning. I'm here with Alison Hammond.
And welcome to the One Show.
Oh, it throws me every
Oh.
time the One Show mentions Alex Jones being on.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Every time, man, it
yeah,
throws me.
It's like Alex Jones. Oh, fucking hell, that would be a different show.
I've been really enjoying
I
watching
would love that show
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Welcome to the One Show. I am Alex Jones. We're going to be talking about the globalists in the BBC.
They're telling all the Fox guy.
Now, the Loch Ness Monster is real, people, and they're not telling you about it because the globalists know that there are more out there.
Little spoiler from my the coronation concert in 1 minute or less.
Okay.
From a little spoiler from that. At one point, they were shooting like animal things above them, there was like a giant bunny in the sky looking
Oh yeah, the
down
drone
at the crowd.
shit. The drone shit. Yeah,
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Drones?
it's drones. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was lasers.
No, it's drones.
That makes so much more
yeah,
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just put the pattern in and it just does
It
its
just
thing.
does it literally.
Yeah.
It just goes like, oh, that's a vertex and that's a vertex. Off we go.
I don't know if you noticed the last animal that was above them all, though. Kind of creepy considering it's the coronation of a king and all these elite people, was a giant owl staring over them like an owl god. Yeah. You didn't see that? I'll find a pic for you.
Bohemian Grove, people, it's real.
Do you know what I mean? It really is fucking real.
Oh my god, and it's not even like a cute owl.
No, look at that shit.
That's a motherfucking creepy owl.
That's an owl god. That's Moloch right there.
That's Moloch right there, motherfucker.
All the other ones were full animals and stuff, like looking proper, like.
And then it's just like the owl is staring you down.
The fucking generic thing you see, like for that as well. Like there's
Yeah.
a full-on blue whale there.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I think there was something going on there. I do.
I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
The elitist old godmother tuckers. They made us all. Well, not all of us. I weren't there, but you know, it was quite a fun concert from what I saw. So I would have watched it.
It was alright. I mean, I skipped
was
through
then.
most of it because again, I can't fucking stand bad sound mixing, and it was fucking awfully mixed.
It is
so
hard.
fucking bad.
It's
and
hard,
the thing is,
isn't
you
it?
could tell it was bad on stage as well because like a lot of the acts, they didn't hit their notes. And they didn't have quite the sort of you can
They're
tell when
nervous. They're in front of the king.
no, not even that. But you can genuinely tell because we've been musicians,
Yeah.
you know, and we've been in bands and we've sort of
Yeah.
played live and shit like that. So we know what it's like when you cannot hear what
It
the fuck
is a
you're
bastard,
doing.
to be fair. It
And-
does throw you off.
Yeah, and you can see every single one of the singers just had no fucking clue what their voice sounded like.
Yeah. You know,
You know?
when you see it, to be fair, you do know it. You
You know
recognise
it instantly.
Yeah.
It's so recognisable.
Mm. But one thing that I really liked though was Katy Perry's outfit when she came
Oh,
out.
where she looked like she'd been hit by a fucking satellite.
Yeah, okay.
Like literally the gold foil from a satellite. Looked like
You know what I
in
thought?
it.
I thought she was doing an impersonation of the weight she put on the end of a balloon.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
She was also the finest Ferrero Rocher.
Actually, she got a good voice on her though. You forget.
Oh, Katy Perry.
You
is
really forget.
fucking, I fancy the shit out of Katy Perry.
See,
Fuck.
what's a brand very smart man?
Fuck.
What's a brand might be smart.
Fuck.
Dumb thing he did was let her go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dumbest thing he ever fucking did.
Like a firework, it blew up in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He didn't have a strong enough roar for her.
No, he didn't.
He had a limp roar.
Yeah.
yeah. What are drugs? Not working anymore.
Yeah.
He goes,
Right.
exactly like that.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good noise.
Get that good stuff. Oh, actually, we should do a couple of plugs
Before
as well.
we get into the Steven Seagal,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I do want to talk about this.
Fine.
And before we do plugs as well.
Okay. Y'all wait to see where we are.
So I have recently I was sort of going about I'm going to be joining back in with the comedy crowd, and I'm gonna
The lovely comedy crowd.
I'm gonna go out and do stand-up comedy, and I'm gonna fucking I'm back, guys. I announced it and everything, and
I have rediscovered there are a lot of nice people out there still. They're just quieter. I realise this again.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing is, I don't know if I've got the time for it. I don't know if I've got the patience for it, and I don't know if I've got the passion for it at this point. It's been knocked out of me a bit. Everyone knows the shit that's been happening, but that's not the whole
There's
reason.
never a
either.
time frame as well to it. People always think that you have to have a time frame to. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling it right now, so that means I'm not going to do it again. And so many people retire from comedy, you know.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to call anything like that. I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll be back. But I'll be back whenever I want to be.
When you
and
want
I'll just
to.
be doing open mics. I'm not setting up big gigs. I'm not going for big gigs, and I just don't really care because there's other stuff that I've been doing and focusing
You
on.
could do a quiz off next week. That'd be cool.
I had
Cool.
I had some
I need someone
massive
to-
fucking breakdowns, genuinely, to the point where I was crying before going to gigs and stuff like that, and having to turn around.
I've been there for other things, so I understand that level of stress.
Yeah. And luckily I had a holiday booked. I booked the entire week between the two bank holidays. So I had like 10 days off. And I fucking needed it.
Yeah.
I really fucking needed it. And
Sometimes
one of the
just something
first
like that can make wonders, like,
Yeah.
just to get your head straight too.
and one of the first things I did. Oh, there's a bug on the floor.
What?
There's a bug on the floor.
Oh my god! Die! Shit, I got your fucking cable.
It's all right. Got him.
Give me one of them hard ones to die. Oh, no, I got him. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what did I kill him?
What was I saying?
With a pest.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so much a breakdown as him, but a breakdown.
Yeah.
And then I forgot the specific bit you was on.
So yeah, I ended up going to my mate's house to write a bit of a movie, which we've been thinking about writing for a while. And this one is pretty fucking cool. I've not come across anything else that's quite like it. It fits into a genre of horror and comedy that I've always found very interesting. It's sort of Evil Dead-y to a certain extent.
Yeah, that's the kind of vibes I was getting.
Yeah, that's the kind of vibe. And other
Evil Dead 2 onwards, I'm guessing.
Yeah, other films like Mandy as well, which is a more recent Nicolas Cage movie that's fucking wild as shit.
I heard about that, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, and all that kind of stuff. And we sort of sat down for a day, and I took something that I had procured from a friend of yours at some point.
I forgot about that. Wait,
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, I see the inspiration for the film now.
Exactly.
Completely.
Yes. So yeah, I took. Do I say it straight out?
There's no problem.
Yeah, no one can take me for having done it.
You're allowed to eat store-bought mushrooms,
I
which is what you're on about.
I ate some mushrooms, store-bought mushrooms.
Yeah. Those magic shroom variants you get.
I didn't have, of course, because they were normal mushrooms, I didn't have a particularly big trip.
Yeah, which you don't want.
I didn't really want that, no. But what it did do, it was sort of the biggest dose I could take that was a micro dose, in a way. And my fucking God, the clarity, man. Just the clarity. Everything was just like, and you don't need to do this shit. You
That's
don't
the point.
owe anyone anything.
Yeah.
You can do
I know
exactly what you fucking want.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
What is it you want to do now?
Yeah.
And me and my mate, the day before, we'd been sort of struggling to write the bits. And the day after, when we'd sort of woken up, it was like, oh, what about this idea? What about that idea? What about this idea?
Cleared out
what?
suddenly.
It's like, yeah, literally.
Yeah. You're not thinking about every single thing as if it's like
a big deal.
Yeah.
And oh my God, why the fuck is this thing not just a standard for depressive fucking, like, therapy?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the one thing they're
I
trying
felt
to do.
fucking beautiful the day. I had no anxiety, and I've had a lot of anxiety.
They say it lasts for years as well.
I've been able to control it so much better.
Yeah.
So much
They
better.
say one dose like that can last for years as well in regards to helping your food.
It's fucking incredible. I feel brilliant. I feel genuinely much better.
I know when I came to that realisation too, because I think I said that to you before.
Yeah.
Like, nobody can tell anyone what you're supposed to do. You do what you want with your life. But you're the one that's going to live through it and going to die eventually. Nobody else.
Yeah, so my things right now are getting the Bible, quote unquote, for this book ready. No, this movie ready. This movie, right? Because that's a thing. That's a term.
No, okay.
You can have like a game Bible or a film Bible, and it's basically like
the backstory, the logic,
the
law.
Exactly.
Yeah. I had one of them for mine.
To build up that. Yeah. So that's what I'm building
Smart
at the moment.
way to write a story, that is.
Really good idea, because then the minute you're ever stuck, you just start reading through that again.
Yeah.
And you get inspired.
Because realistically, you want to write a story you should always have the end in mind.
Yes.
Because then you can work towards that the whole time.
Yes.
That's the best way. Like, I made the mistake before of not doing that.
Yeah.
And then I have no idea where my fucking story is. So I've been writing. I've written like 7 chapters.
Yeah.
I have no idea where it is right now. It's on a hard drive somewhere.
Yeah, I've got a hard drive full of stuff that I need to put back onto my computer because I managed to get my computer running again.
Hey! Technological wonderment has come through once more.
It has indeed. I have a Windows PC finally, so I can play games again. I can do fucking streaming stuff again.
What did you have before?
I also got myself a Warhammer model.
Oh, you see, you were on such a good roll.
Yeah.
And then you were like, TV, an epiphany, Warhammer.
Yeah. No, but genuinely, I'm really enjoying it because I'm converting a model to be a completely different model, and it's a very difficult process, and it's taking a lot of time to sort of think it through.
Wow.
And it's just really, really relaxing.
I can understand it's relaxing. Yeah.
And I don't probably not going to play with the model at any point. I'm not going to put it on a battlefield. I'm not going to put it on a battlefield.
He's coming for you.
It's just literally going to be a sort of a conversion piece and a painting piece once it's done, and then
more
hopefully.
about the act.
Yeah, and I'm also going to put actual lights into it because there's bits on the character's inspiration that have literally like big glowing like lights and stuff on him and stuff like that. So I'm just going to put LEDs inside it.
Ah, okay.
And make him actually glow.
He is bioluminescent.
He is, yes.
And people say I'm a dum-dum. I tell you, I know a few words, I do. No, I have a reasonably good lexicon.
Ooh.
Yeah. Look that up. I saw something, but I didn't fully know the rules of Evil Dead, so I was like, does that mean she's going to turn now? And they haven't mentioned it, so maybe not. I'm not sure. I guess not then. And then later on, she just suddenly does something. I'm like, fucking, called it.
With the Necronomicon, basically, it's unstoppable. There is nothing you can do to stop it once you've made that incantation, apart from...
about the blood look.
Yeah. Apart from doing another incantation to stop the book.
Oh, yeah, because they do... The funny thing is, though, it was like audio tape version when he did the book. He was listening to a recording or something.
The original as well, yeah.
Yeah, like, what the hell is this? You'd seen the book in that, and I put in my notes because I was doing a 1 minute review of it. I was like, they have... the fucking Necronomicon on audio tape now, apparently. Audio edition, whatever you call it.
The book
Audible. Audible, that's it.
The book of the Necronomicon is so fucking interesting, just as a concept.
I couldn't read it, even though I know logically
that's not real.
It's not real. Yeah. I still couldn't get one and read
a copy. There is an actual physical copy you can buy.
I'm not surprised, of course.
Yeah,
of course there is.
Yeah,
I'd be so much more surprised if there wasn't.
Yeah.
They make everything of that kind of stuff.
I mean, they've picked exactly the right actor as well, because she is so capable of looking absolutely fucking terrifying. If you see it, look, there you go. Down to the left, that's her.
Oh, wait, is that the one from Fringe?
Might be. I don't know.
Looks like it might. I don't know. The problem is, if that's there, I think it might be. I'm not sure, actually. It might not be, actually. I've already stopped caring, to be honest. So. Yeah.
Doesn't matter, she did a fucking fantastic job and disappeared into the role. Well fucking done.
You know who I would love to see in an Evil Dead film?
Who?
Do the full-on Ash thing as well. Steven Seagal.
Hey! He did it!
Yeah, I did it.
He did it!
And genuinely as well, I'm not even just saying that. That would be amazing to see.
Well, it would be quite funny because he was just like, did I ever tell you that I had the ability to kill a man just by tapping his neck? Come at me.
I do tell.
Come at me, you dead-eyed motherfuckers.
he is an interesting fella. If he just for once,
Did I ever tell you at one point I wanted to do a streaming show as Steven Seagal intentionally play just fucking terribly.
Wait, so you're going to be playing Steven Seagal, playing something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I meant to do that because you see, in real tactics in the world, I was a police officer for 20 years.
He's an exceptionally interesting person, and what I've done for you, my friend, because I know you have an interest in the guy. So what I did is I went out, had a little look around.
You collated.
No, that still doesn't feel like the right word.
Collected.
That, but something else. No, with a C. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
But I got all of the facts and some of the
curated.
No, they're definitely not.
Oh.
This is not a museum.
Oh.
Kind of.
You're not a docent.
I don't, that does sound like an apt description for me. I don't know what it means.
A docent is someone who literally works at a museum and tells people shit about the thing, and like sometimes to do with art, sometimes to do with other stuff, you know.
Well, no, in that case then.
Yeah.
Although I do feel like I am, explaining the world to many people. So
yeah.
Maybe I'm a docent in life.
A life docent.
A life docent. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a great term. We should become life docents.
That's what stand-up comedy is.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
There you go.
Yeah. But a life docent.
I'm your resident life docent.
Yeah, I reckon you could earn some money if you just went around calling yourself a life docent, and people are like, "What's that?" Oh, it's just this thing that's so spiritual.
Come listen to this 15-minute talk, and I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, I'll tell you about being a life docent.
It will change your life forever, and if not, hey, it's only 15 quid.
Yeah.
Up one, please.
The only reason I know that word as well is because of American Dad, because there's a bit where they've got the Mortal Kombat announcer guy playing a kid, because you see someone doing a fight and he goes, "Finish him." And then later on he goes, "Wow, man, that voice is really cool. Have you ever considered going into radio?" And he goes, "No, man, I want to become a docent. get real into art.
Talking about radio, of course, it's a Monday, everyone. Every Tuesday, you can catch your boy KD on Switch Radio 107.5, or just say to Alexa, go, Alexa, play Switch Radio, and you'll hear my beautiful voice talking about all different things. This week, I talked about an advert that particularly does my nutting, because it's one of those classic jokes, you know, when people always say, what you put in a toaster.
Yes.
Yeah, and people are like, toast, and I'm like, nah, bread, you silly fool.
Nah.
You put bread in the toaster.
Of course you do.
Well, it's bullshit. You do put toast in the toaster, because it's never done the first pop. You have to put it back in.
That's true.
And when you do that, you're putting toast in the toaster, so fuck you all, those people.
Nice. I like that as well.
That was perfect timing, isn't it?
Yeah, Switch Radio right there on the screen.
Yeah. Made for Birmingham.
Made for Birmingham.
Like myself.
But you can listen to it anywhere, can't you? You just have to go to Switch
listen to
Radio.
it anywhere. Yeah, and we talk about stuff that isn't just about Birmingham
Yeah.
too. But if you're not from Birmingham, fuck you.
I'm not from Birmingham.
You're not from Birmingham?
No.
Oh, fuck you.
Well, it's nice that you're consistent. So yeah.
But other than that, I've got Rat Comedy on the 6th of June and the 4th of July, Independence Day, baby. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm going to get my flag flying on that day. We're like, yeah, this is the day when...
The rockets are red and glare, yeah.
It would have been interesting to see Steven Seagal at the coronation, actually. That would have been good. I would have liked that.
If you need any security, I'm here.
Oh,
Just know.
you know, we're going to get into the facts, because I was going to start talking about them then, because you reminded me of one right away.
Yeah.
I'll get to it.
Oh, I'm going to have my beer.
Yeah, pop your beer open for this, yeah.
It's been in my car all day, getting warm. Perfect.
Lovely. Sounds perfect. So you may not be rummy, but you are British, because you can drink warm beer.
Fuck yeah.
Although I'm not a big fan of that beer. That's what they had at the Bush last time.
Kronenberg.
Not a big fan of it.
I don't mind Kronenberg.
I've realised lately I should probably
I
stop.
tried it. I had it because I'd been drinking too much Heineken, and I was enjoying the Heineken a lot. And I was like, I'll try a Kronenberg, see if it's a bit. I don't dislike Kronenberg, but I think it's a lot better on tap than it is in a can. In a can, it's not that great.
Do our beers like
Heineken works really well in a can and in a bottle and stuff like that, but Kronenberg, out of a can, nah.
Budweiser's good out of a can, and Coors Light.
Yeah.
I like light beers though, and they take a while to get drunk. It's just
Budweiser out of a bottle though. Oh, that's crisp.
I'm not a big fan of drinking out of bottles though.
No, neither am I normally.
They're like kiddies though.
But-
They're so small. They're like, it feels like a kid drink.
Yeah, but a Budweiser, oh, that's crisp. And a Heineken, I'll drink that out of a bottle as well. Oh, that's crisp.
I remember when I went download, I think it was Heineken. No, it wasn't Heineken.
Carling, Carlsberg, anything like that, fucking
Crown-
can it every day. Doesn't fucking matter.
I hate Carling.
Carling is fucking gross.
Yeah.
You know the reason why Carling's gross is because they leave in a fucking impurity
impure-
that
yeah,
everyone
yeah,
else
yeah.
takes out because
Yeah.
it's fucking gross.
You know what was shocking the other day when I saw an advert for on the telly? Fuck lager, that's one thing. I saw adverts on the telly for Frosty Jacks. As if it was a normal,
Really?
drinkable thing. Like it was on the level of beer, you know.
Yeah. Oh, you love a Frosty
Amazing.
Jacks, don't you? You love a crisp Frosty Jacks while you're pissing yourself in the street.
It was one of those adverts as well where it's like it had really nothing to do with Frosty Jacks, the whole advert.
Yeah, and then suddenly Frosty Jacks.
Yeah. It was a hand model. The guy talking about being a hand model. Well, just hand.
I love it. I
talking.
love it when a business tries to change their image.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just like, nah, man, hard nah.
And it was a can of Frosty Jacks as well, rather than the bottle that you used to.
Yeah.
Why the hell wouldn't they? If they want to change your image, why not just literally change your image?
Yeah.
Get a new name.
Yeah.
Like you're never going to change the image of Frosty
Or
Jacks.
keep Frosty Jacks around because it's making money,
Yeah,
and
do
then
that
make
too.
your
Yeah.
upmarket brand that's a different fucking thing.
Yeah, it can't tell me that it makes it more business sense to just focus on the one.
Yeah.
Like to just do half the amount, but do two half amounts.
Yeah, or maybe that one takes off, and then you end up doing both at
Then,
the
yeah.
same amount you did the previous
Yeah,
one.
exactly. Yeah.
It's called business.
Yeah, man. You prepare at the beginning, and you do it a little bit. You gotta, take
Expand,
chances still,
yeah.
But you gotta put your foot, dip your toe in it a bit before you fully.
Tell you what, one of
commit.
the worst fucking drinks in the world is Foster's.
Piss. Oh, what?
I fucking hate Foster's.
I'm okay with Foster's.
Foster's has less flavour than carbonated water. How do they do that, Carl? How do they make beer have less flavour than water?
I don't agree they do, in all
They
honesty.
do!
Ah.
It has no flavour.
That's because you're drinking things like Kronenberg, that's why.
That's a beer. That's what beer tastes like.
Yeah, to be fair, actually, You know why I know it tastes like beer? Because I don't like beer still.
Yeah, there you go.
So I know
Yeah.
it just tastes like beer.
Do you like Coors?
I do like Coors.
There you
That's
go.
probably my favourite
Coors
beer.
doesn't taste like fucking beer.
It's my favourite beer.
Coors has one of the least beer
Yeah.
flavours just behind
yeah.
Foster's.
I like Bud Light too.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
It's
Despite
one
the
of the other ones.
Despite the controversy, I'm okay with them. They can put my face on a can any day.
Yeah.
I like the furthest I can
Fucking
go is
hell.
Budweiser probably. Normal.
Budweiser's good.
got that fizz.
Budweiser has a little bit of flavour.
Mhm.
It's not trying too hard. It is
Yeah.
just trying to be a crisp, refreshing
Yeah.
beer.
I used to be able to drink things like Stella and stuff, you know.
I've never liked Stella.
Recently, I don't know what it is. It's just I can't drink a few cans of beer or a few pints without getting the beginnings of a headache, and it's just annoying.
I can't do that anymore. I have literally 1 or 2 drinks.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't drink more than
I
that.
just need to start going back to spirits again. That's all.
Yeah, I've been going through that whiskey that I had.
Ah.
Yeah, it's very nice still.
Mhm.
Love that shit. But I'm getting near the end of it, so I've got to start getting another one. In which case, do you know what that would mean?
Oh, we all know what that would mean.
It would mean another episode of What's Nathan Drinking?
What is Nathan dwanking?
Yeah.
What you dwanking today?
They're
We can do
always fun.
if you come on the quiz, then we can do a proper episode of that where you can
Oh yeah.
pop it open and everything.
And we could have everyone could have a little sip of the whiskey.
No, I meant like an online one I was doing.
Oh yeah, no, that works.
Yeah,
That works
yeah.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we do a one in real life though, and I can, and it's
Yeah.
timed, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But at least doing it like the online one means you can drink without having to go anywhere.
Yeah.
You can just drink, you know.
Yeah.
You can just be like, what is Nathan drinking? Well, let's see, because it's all going to be gone.
Yeah.
Glug, glug, glug.
I'm having a taxi home tonight.
I'm having a taxi home to my own home.
Yeah.
From my home.
Yeah.
Right then, let's have a look at some Steven Seagal facts for you then. So, he once fought the Yakuza for control of a dojo, and he won that fight.
He did not.
Hold on. Whoa. I saw a video. I saw a video where he plainly said this. So, I don't know what evidence you've got,
Oh, fucking hell.
but testimony says different.
Of course it does.
Yeah. Because you know, and
Whose
that's-
testimony was it? Was it by any chance a person calling himself Steven Seagal?
maybe Steven Seagalson, son.
Because at the moment, that might seem like it's not the most crazy thing. Like he's in Japan, he's running a dojo. You hear about that shit happening.
Yeah,
you know?
we'll get to all of that. don't
that
worry.
seems like it's not impossible.
This
but
is in no way
this-
the craziest thing.
This
that we
is
get to.
this is only the start of a picture of bullshit that is so gloriously detailed.
Oh, it's a web that if you could like really put it all together properly, like I saw some of the.
You might be able to solve world peace. Who knows?
or start World War III.
Or start World War.
I'd go more the latter.
Little Pooty Poots is one
Little
of his
Pooty
best
Poots
mates.
right there, yeah,
one of
yeah.
his best mates.
Actually, since we last spoke as well, got attacked by a drone.
Yeah.
That was definitely not a false flag.
No, of course
at
not.
all.
No.
Although I mean, you could have just
How
been
the
like,
fuck would a Ukrainian drone get anywhere near fucking
Trust, that's
Vladimir,
so far.
Ukraine? Yeah.
So-
Like they.
Well, hold on, you did say
Not
how
Ukraine.
did
Sorry, no,
Vladimir Ukraine.
Yeah, Vladimir Putin. Sorry.
Putin.
Vladimir Ukraine.
His evil stepbrother just pulling the strings behind the scenes. Yeah. I see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit.
It's like the guy from Wizard of Oz, just with his dick out.
Which one?
It's like the guy from Wizard of Oz, like the wizard behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, the
But he's just
literally the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. He's doing
But
all that,
just-
but he's got his dick out.
He's just got his dick out the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
time.
yeah. That's what I see when I think of
And
that.
everyone's like, but I can tell you're not a machine. You've literally got your dick out. And he's like, I'm a machine!
I make it grow. But moving on. Did
Oh
you know,
my god, that's so fucking good,
I
Carl.
think there's
Jesus
more
Christ.
Thank you. I think there's more details coming up in a bit about his fight with the Yakuza and why they just let him go, why they
Yeah.
would just chill with it.
Yep.
But we'll get to it.
I'm going to have one of these.
You should do.
Fuck yeah.
He also worked and helped to train CIA operatives in the 70s, despite the fact that his wife explicitly denied he ever worked for the CIA.
Of course. But you know what bitches are like.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, bitches be snitches. So that's why a lot of operatives don't tell their spouses anyway. So
Very
I
true.
think the story still stands at this
Mhm.
point,
Mhm.
personally. I don't think there's anything wrong with it so far.
I wasn't going out.
having sex with 18-year-old prostitutes. What I was actually doing
19.
was having sex with 16. I mean, what I was actually doing was I was working for the CIA.
Central injection to asshole.
Yeah.
My aim was always pure.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, I think it's obvious so far. Steven Seagal was definitely in a fight against the Yakuza, and then in the 70s he was a CIA operative, and he also trained him, much like Al Qaeda. It's all stands to reason so far. He was also, and
he was in a fight with the Yakuza.
Mm?
In the same way, I have been attacked directly by the IRA. Like he is just in the same country as that thing.
Well, we have heard about your strifes. We have heard about your strifes. So, and I'm pretty sure we weren't born at that point, were we? Or were we?
Probably not, actually. Yeah, but it's just
we were there. We were somewhere.
we were around.
Yeah. We were in a nutsack somewhere, or pre-nutsack. But this is on his website as well, so you know this is true.
Mm-hmm.
This is on his official website. He was the first private citizen to destroy a nuclear device.
You fucking what?
It's on his official website. You can't deny it.
No, you fucking what? No. You
believe
fucking what? You fucking what, Carl? You motherfucking what? What, Carl? You fucking what?
To be honest, I think I actually misquoted that. I believe it was to deactivate. So
He deactivated a nuclear device.
He turned it off.
When the fuck was a nuclear device ever active around Steven fucking Seagal?
When he decided he wanted to put it out, I guess, or destroy it.
When did that happen?
Well, I mean...
Yeah, what I did was I launched this missile, and then I pressed this button to stop the missile. They almost put me in jail, but they didn't want to make a big deal about it because I nearly blew up America.
I think he might have done. I believe it wouldn't have been that accidental. Look at this. Look how he is with the Dalai Lama.
This is his official website.
This is his official website.
Oh
right
my
here.
god, it's like something from 2002.
Yeah. It's like
this is fucking miraculous.
It's like a Bebo account, isn't it?
It is.
This is my MySpace page.
The fucking look at that Japanese fucking stuff on fire for no reason whatsoever.
Jesus Christ!
And he's a master. Oh, actually, I'm about to give away some facts then, but I can't
This
find
is
a
fucking
specific
mental.
One about
This is the work of someone who is fucking legitimately in philanthropy. Oh my god!
Look at that!
Look at that!
Him.
Look at that!
For anyone that only listening, this is Steven Seagal kind of like putting a prayer pose with a mountain in the sunrise behind him.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Awards,
god!
first annual environmental
Humanitarian award in 1999.
Jesus.
Couple of Oh, there you go. Look, there you go.
First private citizen to destroy a nuclear device.
There you go. That's in the awards section.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
Where's the proof? Let's have a little Google.
Should we have a look for?
Let's have a little Google.
I always forget how to spell his
Fucking
name.
Jesus Christ, Seagal. You could not have said anything stupider. There's never been an active nuclear device since fucking Hiroshima or testing afterwards. What were you doing, Stephen?
Well, we'll find out later. He does have some interesting friends, to be fair.
Does he? Yes. Well,
There you go. Look, even Reddit confirm it. Steven Seagal, if it clicks and what are you doing, internet? You normally work fine. It's Reddit. Nothing like Reddit. You're here. What the fuck's this? I'm guessing he karate chopped it. And then Jean LaBelle showed up. Oh wait, no, don't give it away. The fucking spoilers. Jesus Christ. Okay,
how
well,
the
we can't
fuck
do
did
that
this
anymore.
happen?
I don't know. I mean, there's not really. Shockingly.
Hang on, there's one up there. There's one up there. Twitter.
Yeah. That.
Right, we need to find out. We need to find the fuck out, right? Right, there we go. Oh my god, facts.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, but this is just going to be.
Site can't be reached.
This is just going to be a list of them. No one's going to tell us how.
No.
I mean, only he would tell us, and I guess he's probably not at liberty.
Hang
to
on,
say.
hang on, go back.
He might not be at liberty to say after all.
15 years ago today, Steven Seagal hosted a nuclear
A nuclear party, nuclear orgy.
nuclear orgy. That'd be
That's
cool.
fine. Come on, Reddit, you're leaving us on suspense now. 15 years ago today, Steven Seagal. I mean, this was so 17
This
years
is taking
ago now.
fucking forever.
Yeah, man, what the hell
What
is
the
going on?
fuck?
Oh, here we go. Steven Seagal hosted a nuclear disarmament benefit in Tokyo. Many celebrities took part, like Degray Sasuke and Satoru Sayama, Tiger Mask.
What? That's not the same thing.
Apparently so. Look, he
No,
hosted a
that's
nuclear disarmament
not
benefit.
the same thing, Stephen.
He got. He basically went out of his way to get a nuclear device. Obviously, a completely regular nuclear device.
Yeah.
Not like, bugged to blow up or anything, or disarm itself. Normal nuclear device, turned it on, everyone ran away. Steven Seagal was like, I got this. Did his thing?
Turned it off.
Did it? Well, no, he destroyed it.
No.
He used his mind.
That's not what happened.
Did it look like you?
He got
There's a photo?
He got some people to get some money together in a benefit in Tokyo.
Yeah.
To stop nuclear to go for nuclear disarmament. That is not the same thing as disarming
that's a good point.
a nuclear bomb with your fucking hands, Stephen. What are you fucking saying?
Maybe
you
this
dumbass?
Maybe this isn't what we're on about. Maybe someone
This
got their
guy is a
wires
fucking moron.
to destroy a nuclear device. Yeah, maybe he got confused about that, or maybe some journalists got confused. More likely, because he couldn't get confused. Steven Seagal, come on.
This is crazy. This guy's fucking
you
insane.
got to remember who you're talking about here. He ain't going to get confused about stuff.
This guy's fucking insane.
But enough about that.
This guy's fucking insane.
He claims he's descendant from Russian Mongols.
Of course he is.
I'm not sure which pronunciation of that word is problematic.
And his dad was a Jewish Russian descent.
Dad Jewish Russian descent and his mum was Irish descent. No, that was actually in real life.
At some point, he said that one of his parents was Japanese. So I
Really?
don't. Yeah, he's said everything, man.
He's
claimed he's fucking Native American.
yeah, I
He's
can see
claimed
that.
fucking everything.
He claimed his family is from an area
Around Belarus and
and Vladivostok, which are completely separate sides of Russia. So how that works, God knows.
That's fucking incredible.
Somewhere around opposite sides of Russia.
Yeah,
is where he grew up.
Somewhere around nowhere fucking near your ass.
This is an actual true one though. Here, he has used his heritage to create relationships with Vladimir Putin. Putin also does it as well.
Yeah,
does a lot of these lies. That could be a whole other future episode I discovered during this.
Yep.
So he's friends with Vladimir Putin. He's also buddies with Alexander
Lukashenko of Belarus. Have you seen the fucking thing where he just sort of pulls a carrot out of the ground?
Yeah.
Eats that motherfucker.
That is so random. Why are they presenting him with a carrot first of all?
Have you ever seen the Tom Segura dance video?
I've seen that he's kind of dressed as Steven Seagal in it.
Yeah. Like that entire thing is like a rip on Steven Seagal in such a fantastic way. It is one of the best things I've ever seen in my life.
I have seen bits and bobs of it. I'm just not really that into Tom Segura, Really not.
Tom Segura's cool, man.
Every now and then I enjoy watching bits and bobs of their stuff.
I love Steven Seagal is out of his mind.
I mean, he's not wrong about that, though.
Yeah.
He's a crazy fella, man. And it's always kind of been the way. It's not like he's suddenly gone crazy.
Yeah.
He's been this all along, from what I've gathered.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. The only consistent thing about him is how
that
often...
he's got fatter.
With that. Yeah. He hasn't let himself go. That's
just
fair.
over time, he's slowly fucking expanded.
I'm trying to remember what it's called now. There's an amazing film cover from like one of the random indie films he's made like in the past however many years.
Yeah.
Where it's like a slim soldier on the front of the
oh
cover,
my god, yeah,
with his face on
it.
it.
And then there's a bunch of people in the movie who do really active stuff, and then he sits down and takes someone else. It's like fucking. He did an entire movie where he just sat down.
You know what? In all honesty, though, Sylvester Stallone did that for one film before he got into really good shape into later films. He was Rambo, and he was beefy, but he never moved. He was always standing still, like shooting the big giant gun or doing whatever while the other people ran around.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. So I'll let him off for that. But nobody can help Father Time.
He literally sat down for an entire movie, Carl.
Yeah.
Rambo didn't do that. Rambo
did not
stood
do
up.
that. He was standing
Steven
up,
Seagal
leaning.
literally he's sat down for an entire movie.
I mean, judging by the look of him, he sits down a lot. So the fact that, Jesus Christ,
It's a good one.
yeah, that was alright.
That was a good one.
I was watching Sidemen because I've discovered Sidemen as well now.
Yeah.
And I was watching the thing earlier when they had to like keep their hands on the table without moving.
Yeah.
And they had some guy come in that was like really good at burping and that, and he was just burping in their face and stuff.
Oh, that's that's mang.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking mang.
So
I turn my fucking burps away from people. I don't burp. in
That's
my
fair.
face.
Yeah.
I want you to experience my power. I don't want you to fucking, get a fucking face full of burp.
Yeah. But in Steven Seagal, disagree though. In 2021, he was pictured at a Russian prison camp after 50 Ukrainians were killed there. That took a turn, didn't it?
What the fuck?
That took a turn. Yeah, yeah. He's still cool with Putin and Belarus, the last two dictators, bear in mind. In Europe, arguably.
Fucking hell, that
And-
motherfucker.
Yeah, that relationship is not going to have got, any better for everyone. Or any worse, depending on how you consider it. I mean,
fucking, how the fuck does that happen?
because of his fake heritage, his lies. His lies have got him everywhere.
That's insane,
Oh, right,
though.
hold on. I made a mistake there. Not his lies. His
Okay.
truth.
His truth.
His legit. No, his
His
legit.
truth.
It's true. You don't know. You got no evidence against it.
Of course.
Did you see him? Have you got proof that he didn't disarm a nuclear device?
I don't.
You don't? No,
I don't.
No.
That's true.
Yep.
I'm a liar.
There you
I'm
go.
sorry, Stephen.
I mean, we do know he is actually friends with these people, and he was actually photographed
That's true.
with these.
For all we
things.
know, he is probably the best person who's ever lived.
Yeah, probably so. Probably so, really.
So.
He's definitely the best at Aikido.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
The best at Aikido.
Aikido. There's a perfect example. Like, there's a bit on Joe Rogan where he goes like, "Yeah, he was a legit Aikido guy."
Yeah.
But like, Aikido is
Questionable.
questionable.
It really is, man, when you look at it. Like,
Because the thing is, it was okay at the time. It was useful
Back
to a
then,
certain
yeah.
extent. But like, then people evolved martial arts to a point where Aikido was basically nothing.
Aikido, the main part of Aikido is meant as a way to defend against an enemy with a sword, and you haven't got one.
Yeah,
That's the main
that's
idea
what
of
its main
Aikido.
use of it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, arguably, you could probably figure out a way to transition it to guns.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, Aikido moves are used in MMA to certain extents, but they're also
Yeah,
used
yeah, yeah.
alongside things like fucking arm bars and kicks and
Actual things that hurt.
actual things that really fucking hurt.
Have you seen the actual, some of his demonstrations of doing Aikido?
Oh my
especially
god,
when
and
he's
everyone
older?
literally just leaps at it and
Yeah,
then flies
man.
about.
It's crazy.
Like one of those
it's
fucking
terrible.
chi masters.
It's atrocious, man.
Yeah, it's fucking bad.
And he actually believes a lot of this stuff. Like, he believed he was good on SNL.
Yeah.
He genuinely thought he was good on that.
I'm one of the best people who was ever on SNL.
Like, consistently.
I'm so funny.
Man,
The people can't help it.
that's what happens when you pollute the oceans. Remember that?
No.
What,
I haven't actually seen it.
Huh?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen any of it?
No.
Oh, my Jimmy. Oh, my. How not?
Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Oh my goodness. It's throwing ham. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Oh my goodness. The throwing ham. This is
Throwing
how
ham?
bacon is supposed to be. The fries, they crunch so perfectly.
I liked it.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
Just bacon.
Damn.
Just,
Damn.
gonna get a triple cheese bucket.
Damn.
Damn,
Damn. Damn.
Yeah, I know what you're on about. The guy
I
in the
fucking
car. man.
love that dude.
Yeah. Steven Seagal, SNL. That's what I was doing. I can't type and sing. It doesn't work. Which one should we put on? I can't believe you've never seen any of them. Craziness.
Oh dear.
Uh,
I've seen people talk about it. I've seen. Oh dear God.
I'm hoping this isn't everything.
This is a whole thing.
Yeah. Trying to
Oh,
find some of
God.
the bits.
For girls, softball games.
There was some bits where he says stuff and it just makes zero sense, and that's like me saying it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw something where they said that he didn't do that, but then he did do it.
Yeah.
The thing I saw, like, was David Spade, I think, talking about it, and he was like, we were trying to get him to do it, and he wouldn't do it. Like, it just writes itself, you know, it's kung fu fighting. Da-da-da-da-da, and he wouldn't do it.
But there's the video footage.
Yeah, I'm really confused by that. Okay. I still want to find out one bit. Right, this is a weird video.
Yeah, that's
very weird one. This is, you know, because I know it's on here. This is the video I
for God's sake,
used.
there's so many fucking people who just keep fucking putting shit. I just want to see the shit. I
This
don't want
is
to
the
see you
video I
talking
used
over the
to do
shit.
it.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it, Carl? Where is it, Carl?
Oh.
For those who don't know, he is widely and unanimously considered the worst host in the history of SNL. If you make fun of yourself,
Yeah.
it will benefit. He said he was off the script from YouTube, but you get clapped for that. And then meeting goes up, and then at the very end, he turns to the camera and says, "This is what happens when you pollute the planet." Seagal also.
Oh my God!
I think that part, you know, naturally was not really supposed to say. There's not really much funny about that.
No.
Like, what? Yeah, but it was just an atrocious fucking SNL all round. I'm not a huge SNL fan, but I do check them out. That one's funny for the wrong reasons.
That guy is such a dick.
Did you know he has?
Are you getting it yet? At home, the people who didn't get it before. Are you getting who this fucker is? I mean, it's not fucking uncommon knowing that Steven Seagal is a fucking douche.
No, it's very common. Did you know he has a feud with
Jean-Claude Van Damme, yeah. And Jean-Claude Van Damme is such a nice dude about it the entire time. There was a bit on The Expendables where he goes like, have you ever thought about Steven Seagal joining? And he's like, you know, I would like that. You know, he seems like a good guy, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'd love to see him on. He doesn't like me very much. Because there's so many times. Like, have you seen the interview with what's his face?
I've seen one where he asked him like,
yeah, what do you think of
yeah.
of Van Damme? And he goes, he's like, oh.
He said something like, is that a joke?
Yeah.
Like
He's
that,
like,
yeah.
and he's like, well, you know, he's supposed to be a martial artist of some kind. He goes, I think it's a matter of opinion that he's a martial artist of anything, anywhere.
Do you know the story
And he's
behind
like,
it?
ooh.
Do you know the story behind it?
Did he kick his ass?
Well, there was a party at Sylvester Stallone's.
Yeah. Oh, I think I do know this story. Yeah.
A party he was hosting when Van Damme called out Seagal for
Yeah.
talking shit to people, because
Yeah.
he's quite bullyish from some of the stories later on. You
he's
hear
a
too.
dick.
Yeah,
He's a
man.
dick.
Which is naturally what you get taught when you're, you know, like
A
dojo.
mega star for ages in a dojo.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
like
dojo shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
where you like respect
Zen,
people and
all this.
kick the shit out of them when they walk past you in the corridor.
Yeah. And basically,
Clamp Joe Leguizamo's throat like it ain't
how
nothing.
is it? I'm trying to remember his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, pushing up against the wall
Yeah,
and
the
that.
original Luigi, motherfucker.
Yeah, so before like
He's
the
Mario, and Luigi Mario.
fight, the new Mario film, really good,
I haven't seen it yet.
really good.
I really do want to watch that.
Bitches. Yeah. Oh, it's fucking great, man. Oh, I saw the thing the other day as well about Jack Black. He was asked to be the final guest on Conan,
Yeah.
and when he was doing his cable show that ended like a few years back now.
Yeah.
I think just at the end of the pandemic, nearer to the end, and Jack Black was he was doing his comedy bit basically, where he was like singing along and that, and he was going to fall over and hurt himself, and he was like, oh no, and being taken out, taken outside, and the people recorded the bit where he was taken outside on the stretcher into the ambulance,
Yeah.
and he would burst out of the ambulance and be like, no, I gotta get back for Coney. And he would just run back in his underwear as well.
Yeah.
Run back in and carry on doing like the bit and that, the performance.
Yeah.
Problem was, he did it so much that on like the last take that he forced everyone to do, he fucked up his leg
And
ended up
actually
hurt
Oh,
himself.
for fuck's sake,
And
Jack Black.
Conan was like saying to like the ambulance drivers, like, well, you gotta help him, come on. They're like, we're actors.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, he fucked up his leg. Like, I think it was that he broke it, so he fractured something. His ankle.
Fucking hell.
So he just came on the next day, like, in the foot thing.
Foot thing. Yeah.
A fun story.
Oh dear.
It's amazing.
Oh dear.
So what happens when you pollute the planet? Yeah, you see how good he backed it there.
We
straight
got
away.
literally as many laughs as Steven Seagal did there. We're literally better than Steven Seagal.
Sylvester Stallone actually himself confirmed the story too. That he did just run away from Jean-Claude Van Damme. As soon as he started on him, he just ran away.
What a little pussy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Jean-Claude Van Damme had some... have you seen his kicks?
Who? Oh, Jean-Claude
Van Damme.
Yeah,
His
man.
movies are all about the kicks.
He's got like kicks. You can't really fake them. He might not be the strongest, but he's got perfect
He'll
form, so it's going to be stronger.
kick you, and it will fucking hurt.
A leg is stronger than than an arm
By
than
a
an arm,
significant margin.
if you know how to use it, and he
Yeah.
quite obviously does.
Yeah, he does.
So I would not want to fuck with Van
Have
Damme.
you ever seen... There's a...
You see why it's not going to be in the Expendables.
There's a thing that I watch which is like the greatest movies ever and the worst movies ever.
Yeah.
And one of them's like Steven Seagal, and it's like one of them's like, this Steven Seagal movie is so bad it lies about using floss.
What?
It's just literally weird fucking titles like that. But then it just goes into how these Steven Seagal movies fucking suck. And then he does an opposite one, which is how all of these Jean-Claude Van Damme movies fucking rule.
Oh, okay. I wasn't a huge fan of either, in all honesty. I was more of a Chuck Norris fella.
No, yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme, most of his movies are shit, but some of them are fucking phenomenally good.
Does he do much shooting?
Oh yeah, he does the shooting.
Well, unlike Steven
Oh yeah,
Seagal,
he does.
I bet he's not a master shooter.
I'm going to kick Bison's ass so hard that that the next Bison wannabe is gonna feel it.
See, I growing up, I knew the wrestler Rob
Yeah.
Van Dam.
Yeah.
So when I heard Jean-Claude Van Damme for a long period of time as a dumb kid, I was just thinking, why are people mispronouncing Rob Van Dam's name like that?
Yeah.
What are they on about? So I didn't know what they were talking about. But Steven Seagal, master shooter,
Yeah.
he was trained and everything. That's why he holds it in completely the wrong way.
Yeah, all the time.
All
in
the
every
time.
movie, without it even being remotely near his shoulder.
Yeah. Did you know? Going on with your point earlier that you brought up about him protecting Prince Charles or something if he was at the coronation.
Yeah.
He has prior for that. Did you not know this?
What?
He has prior for protecting royalty. He.
If he says Princess Diana, I must slap him.
No.
Because I can see him
No.
saying that.
That's silliness, that is.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make any sense. What he actually did
Yeah.
was escorted the Shah of Iran and his family out of the country in 1979 when he was deposed during the revolution and a bounty was put on his head. And this was before he was ever known as a movie star too.
What
bear
the
in mind.
fuck?
Oh,
What the fuck?
someone had to do it.
Was the Shah a good guy? Do we even know?
Oh, no, it was a revolution.
Yeah, so like he can't have been a
There
good
was a
dude.
bounty on his head.
Yeah, so he can't have been a nice dude.
Oh, I don't
He's
know,
like, I got this despot out of a country of people who hated him. I'm cool.
They were trying to kill him. He got him out. Murder's bad. Whichever way you put it.
Fuck it.
Whichever side you're on.
Fuck it.
I mean, it's fair to say he's a good.
Oh, actually, it's Iran, isn't it? So actually, I think that's the Muslim rule coming in. So actually, that might be probably not a nice dude necessarily. I don't
They're
know.
probably all naughty to someone.
I don't know.
Most
Yeah.
leaders are bad to someone, good to other
Are
people.
you having that fudge bar?
No, you have to.
Are
The
you
fudge
sure?
bar was for you.
Oh, mate.
I got fudge bars in there.
Nice.
Get a fudge bar for one.
Fudge bar.
I'll tell you about this. This was an amazing story here. Do you know about what happened with his dojo and how it was saved? The mystical messenger that came. Oh, in the 70s in Japan, he met a mystical, all-white, uncollared dog. Steven Seagal has told his story.
Mystical.
It's mystical?
'Cause
You'll
he's
see
got a
why.
white collar.
No, because he's got no collar.
Oh.
All white, no collar.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not that. It's just a stray, Yeah, and it's Japan where there are a lot more wild dogs in general. But he talks about this quite a lot. The dog lived with him for a few days, and he felt instantly like he'd known it his entire life. And then one day he went into a barking fit, somehow warning Steven Seagal that his dojo was on fire. Even though they were nowhere near the dojo, the house.
So he just
barked.
psychically talked to a dog.
No, the dog didn't talk to him. The dog started barking like crazy. And he's
Yeah,
like,
but
"What's
he
going
knew
on?"
it was about the dojo.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though they were nowhere near
They had
the
a
dojo.
connection. So, he got some of his friends around there. They went off and
Fuck
put it
you,
out.
Steven
And the
Seagal.
dog just was there with them.
Fuck you, Steven Seagal. You are not the fucking main character of a manga.
The dog was
You
there
are
with
not.
them.
You are not in an anime. Stop it, Steven Seagal.
The dog just disappeared, though. Out of nowhere. It just disappeared. It's the only thing that could happen. They were all there pointing out the fire. The dog was there too, and all of a sudden disappeared. How would you explain that?
Dogs run away.
No.
Especially from Steven Seagal.
And fire.
And fire.
And fire too. No, it's mystical.
I reckon he ate the dog.
He could have done. He very much could have done. The fire he was talking about was actually just a barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was warned by this dog that there was a fire in my garden underneath the grill, and then it jumped on it to protect me from it. And I thought, I'm not letting this go to waste. That's what happens if you pollute the planet.
Not wrong. Not wrong. Did you know that he also said that he moved to Japan in something like 1967, but there was college records showing he was still here, still in America, like 1970. Wait.
Really?
Or still in Russia or somewhere. No, America at that point.
Yeah, so he hadn't left
Yeah.
at all.
Eventually he did, and it's all proved and it's documented. But for
Yeah.
some reason,
Not then.
I reckon maybe he just did really bad at college, and that's why.
I reckon what you actually don't realize is that I was working for the FBI.
CIA? No, come on, we
Not
already
the
discussed
FBI.
it.
It was out
Oh.
of jurisdiction. That's why they had to use me.
Oh, it was like a double jeopardy kind of thing. Shit, okay. They were like, yeah, we gotta
No,
get
like,
this man double
The CIA
credentials.
could never know because I was already working with the CIA like a double agent.
Oh my god. And he had ties to Al Qaeda as well. He must have.
He must
He
have.
just must have.
I knew Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
I could have taken them to them if they just asked me.
Osama bin Butteren.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I used to call him too.
Did you know as well, there are no actual records of him participating in one single fight anywhere, in any country, in any type.
At any time.
At
What,
any
really?
Zero. Not one. Not a single one.
Oh.
Because demonstrations don't count, bear in mind.
No,
They
they
don't count.
no.
They're just
No, it's
like...
not an actual fight.
It's like a more of a dance sequence, that is. They're
Yeah.
lessening you. They're not going to
Yeah.
walk up and just punch you in the face.
Yeah, it's
you
like
know.
you know what they're going to do to you, and you demonstrate how to do that.
He's been challenged to UFC fights in the past. He was like, back in the day I would.
Yeah, but he also taught someone a fucking kick, supposedly.
Yeah, we'll get there,
Anderson
don't worry.
Silva, was it? Or?
Anderson Silva, he
Yeah,
taught
yeah.
him the front kick despite Anderson Silva
It's like, no,
vehemently
you,
denying it.
no, you fucking didn't.
And there's actually evidence of when he came up with that kick, because
Yeah.
I forget who he was against, but he kicked someone, was going for their face,
Yeah.
and he got them lower, and he hit them their backs, and he was like, oh, and then he started using it on purpose after
Yeah,
that.
because it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like footage of that happening.
Yeah.
But no, it was Steven Seagal,
Steven
definitely.
Seagal.
Yeah, he taught him
Sure it
everything,
was.
apparently.
Yeah.
He taught him how to be a fighter. Apparently he calls him sensei and stuff.
What you don't understand is that everyone calls me sensei.
The worst part is it sounds
My
like being
wife
silly,
calls
but-
me sensei. My dog calls me sensei with his mind.
yeah. And now the wife does as well, because she's no longer in the house with him to say it. You know. He doesn't realise that, she's not coming back. It's just she hasn't been there. Well, she's been getting milk for the past 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Steven Seagal once claimed that nobody living...
Oh, this is one of the best stories ever. Oh my god, go tell him, Carl.
that-
Tell him.
He said that nobody could choke him out.
Yeah, he did.
Nobody.
No
And he
one.
challenged elderly judo legend Jean Lebao to try,
Yeah.
in which Lebao did and succeeded, to the point that Seagal literally shat himself.
Yeah, because he made him literally go unconscious to the point where his bowels let go and he shit himself.
Yeah. And when Jean Lebao was asked about it by Eric Hawani, in the nicest way, he was like, well, you can't
blame the guy.
can't blame a
Yeah,
guy
he was
for shitting himself when
if he
he
goes
gets knocked
knocked
out.
out. Yeah, because
Yeah,
that
yeah.
can happen. Yeah.
That probably will happen
If
if
you
you've got
need to
people
have a
there.
shit,
Yeah.
you're gonna shit yourself.
Nothing more relaxing than being in the best sleep of your life.
Oh come on!
essentially.
Don't tell me that one wasn't excellent.
That was good. I did stop so that it could ring out fully.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I'll see the ripples on the sound wave when I edit it. I'm like, yeah, there it is. Pick that out of any soundogram. I know my Nafy burps when I see them.
So do I as well.
Yeah.
Because of the amount of times I've done PAMT, I'm like, that's a burp.
Yeah.
It's that particular, like, wow.
Before it goes as well, I must say I am looking forward to the stand-up comedy game show on the 18th of May at Cherry Red. That'll be fun. Come down, be there, and be any shape you want because we're inclusive.
Yeah, you don't have to be square.
You can be. You can be square, you can be rectangular, you can be trapezoid if you want.
But
That's the new
jelly.
thing. It's the new thing.
But jelly.
It's the new surgery you get where you get
But jelly.
You
But
get-
jelly. But jelly.
you get 4 inches on one shin,
But jelly.
7 on the other,
But jelly.
and you kind of just walk like a wobble,
But jelly.
like a penguin with a broken leg kind of thing. Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah.
And he's also maybe got a butt plug up him, so there's a bit of a jolt too.
Are you rolling? What? You're not a new metal band.
I am not a new metal band.
Well, that
Please
means
never,
you
please
aren't
never
fucking
refer
as
to me.
awesome as anyone who is a new metal band.
I'm sorry, my biscuit is not limp. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I do like the fact that that band is literally just basically after a jizzy biscuit. That's
true. That's true.
that's literally what it's called.
And personally, if I see a Jizzy Biscuit and I go to walk past it, I am not going to slip. No. I am not going to slip on that new metal biscuit. No. I'll see the park and I'll be linking them.
I was going to say, is this
That's
through
what I'm gonna
Linkin
do.
Park?
Yeah. If I knew any other...
Come on, you got to have one.
I'm going to eat some corn.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know any of them.
Yeah, they're growing corn in Linkin Park. It's true.
They are. Yeah. I literally can't think of
Although
any
the
other...
fucking thing, it's full of insects. I saw one that was so big, I had to call it Papa Roach.
Ah! Yeah, they new metal, are they?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought Papa Roach was one person for ages.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I'm still not sure.
The thing is, it has a weird smell as well. There's this weird evanescence about.
They're not new metal. Hold up
no,
now.
they're goth metal, but they're right on the edge.
Are
They're
they
the
even
same
goth
time.
metal?
They're the same time, motherfucker.
Same time.
I gets
What
to
that
get
doesn't
away
mean
with it.
anything.
I gets to get away with it.
Oh, let me
They
think.
appeared on Scuzz.
What time?
They
was-
all
I
appeared
remember
on Scuzz.
I remember Scuzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember Scuzz.
What was
Scuzz was for the people who, for Kerrang, just was not hard enough.
Yeah. What kind of time was that? What kind of year were we talking
Oh,
about?
that was like early 2000s. That was some of my favourite
around the
times.
same kind of time as...
I would go around my
Well, I
mates
don't-
or around my dad's, and I'd just stick fucking shicked. Yeah. I'd stick Scuzz on, and then if Scuzz got shit and too heavy, I'd switch over to Kerrang, and if Kerrang got too shit, I'd switch back over to Scuzz.
Yeah. Back in the days before Spotify,
Yeah.
when I remember mini disc players.
Yeah. And I'd
Making
watch
mini
fucking
discs.
Velvet Revolver videos
Oh,
and Guns
yeah,
N'
yeah,
Roses and Metallica, and that shit was some of my favourite fucking times for some reason. Just someone playing endless good fucking music at
Because it
me.
was all new then.
It was all new, and it
all
was
new.
all so good at the time. Like,
That's the thing, like, if
there were
you...
some shit ones, but then you just switched to the other channel, and suddenly you were listening to
Yeah.
something else. It's brilliant.
I'm sure you've had that feeling before, like, when you've experienced, like, a really good show or a really good film.
Oh yeah.
Like a long thing or something, that you
Yeah.
loved every bit of it, and then you meet someone that's never watched it and they're just
Yeah.
about to start and never discovered
Yeah.
it, and you're like, oh, I envy that.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good
You
for
watched
you,
it for the
motherfucker.
first time.
Yeah.
It's like when a friend does something and loses their virginity really late, and then they get
Yeah.
that real, like,
Yeah.
excitement for banging.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
remember that time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
still
man.
pretty excited for banging. It's not been that long for me. Not
oh
been that long.
yeah. I mean, you're still excited, but you know, you only got a lot more effort to put in for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. After a bit,
I'm
everyone
still
becomes a
pretty
lazy
fit, though. I
lover.
can bang away like a champion. I need to get back to the gym though.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
really need to get back to the gym. I'm fat.
I've been paying for the gym for for like 2 months. I haven't been yet. I've lost all my muscle. Got just no muscle.
I mean, that's that's fair. I mean, I haven't been to the gym for. Oh dear. I don't know how long.
Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah.
As
Oh,
well,
I mean,
yeah.
a lot of us couldn't go for a long amount of time, though.
Yeah, and then I had the kidney stone shit as well, which sort
You
of
did?
knocked it. Because I started like wanting to go to the gym again, and then I had COVID, and then I couldn't get through COVID, and then I got fucking out the other side of COVID, and whoa, kidney stones. It's
Oh,
like,
so
well,
then-
when can I fucking just enjoy my life?
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to be going to the gym with a tampon up your dick. You really don't want it. It's hanging out. Like, imagine they
You
get
can
caught
literally
in the
rip
machine.
yourself. Like I
Yeah.
know when I come back, I am gonna do a joke about it at some point because I've still got the thing just lying on my desk. So
Oh
at the
my
end
God.
of a set, I can just pull out like, and this is what was up my penis.
I'd put it in a bag at least.
Oh no, you don't need to put it in a bag.
Put it in something, like
No.
maybe a lucite case.
It's got its
Get it
own,
encased
it's got its
in
own
amber.
tassels. It's got its own tassels.
Get it encased in clear amber, whatever that's called.
Clear amber.
Yeah,
Get it
yeah.
encased in a dildo.
Lucite.
No, then I'm stepping on
In a
Leanne's
dildo. Oh,
toes.
make a dildo. Yeah, yeah, you'd
Yeah,
be stepping on Leanne's
yeah.
toes then. Maybe gift it to her.
Mhm.
You know.
It's been in my dick. Now let it be wherever the fuck it wants to be.
Yeah, yeah. Do a competition for it and you can get her to sign it.
Yeah.
Yeah, raise money for charity. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Sell this
Yeah.
penis with a dick
A
tampon in
kidney,
it.
a kidney stone fucking stent in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There'll be a market out there somewhere for it.
Yeah.
If you can think it, they can kink it.
They can kink it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
F
yeah.
and Q.
F and Q, exactly. The original B and Q, and nobody knew it back then.
Yeah.
They didn't clock on, but we know it.
We know it.
Unlike Steven Seagal, you don't know anything.
Steven Seagal's a fucking dumbass. Oh dear.
Well, I forgot. Oh yeah, so in a film we did with Sean Connery, he
Oh
broke
yeah.
his nose.
He broke his fucking nose.
Broke James Bond's nose.
Yeah.
Probably 'cause he was
wrist.
angry.
No, wrist.
Oh, wrist. Okay. Probably because he was angry that he didn't get James Bond. Can you
Yeah.
imagine he would have loved to be James Bond? Like,
Oh, he would have sucked so hard as James Bond.
no, to be fair, he was essentially trying to play James Bond in every one of his films.
I don't think
In
he
many
was.
ways.
I mean, have you seen that run?
Run.
I've done that before on this podcast.
Yeah,
oh dear,
yeah.
that run.
On the original, well, on the second incarnation of this podcast. Incarnation? That's not right.
Incarnation.
Incarnation. It didn't feel like the right word either, though. Incarnation is right, though, to be fair, I think.
Predecessor.
But that works too. It's
Yeah.
not what I was getting at, but I like it as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That one,
Ancestor.
that's going a bit too far now. They're not old and buried. They're young and
Antiquated.
I don't even know what that means. Hmm? I think the smoke went against you for that one. It was like, shut up, quiet you. Shit. Quiet you. Wow.
You're fucking snarking.
Oh, yeah, see. Because when I read that thing down earlier, you was on about that John Laguazamo.
Yeah.
I had to do phonetically.
Leguizamo.
It worked.
That was
Laguazamo.
Japanese.
What?
I thought it was Japanese.
I thought it at first, you know, when I looked at it. No, I wrote it.
Oh.
That's what he's on about in the film called Executive Position,
Oh,
where he
what a
slammed him against the wall.
So many Seagal movies are just named something fucking stupid, like
Yeah.
Executive Decision or Killing Time or
Special Op.
yeah.
See, as you just said, you brought it up, he runs like someone in a back brace with two dislocated shoulders.
He runs like Kermit the Frog if he managed to get off of the hand up his arsehole.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If he got made real legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He managed to get in contact with the same person that
Yeah.
sorted out Pinocchio. Yeah, yeah. Imagine that, and he did that, and then he went like the evil horror Winnie the Pooh way.
Yeah.
Started killing people. And Miss Piggy could be one of his like, be like a Manson family.
Yeah.
But it's the Muppets with legs.
Oh, speaking of which, speaking of fucking weird families, I saw a documentary when I was around my dad's
Okay.
called Waco.
Oh, Waco.
Yeah, American
yeah.
Apocalypse.
I've seen parts of that. I know roughly the story.
It's fucked when you go into the detail in this documentary.
Give the
mate.
basic story.
So there's this guy called David Koresh,
Koresh, yeah.
and Mr.
Stylish
Koresh,
fellow.
he is abused when he's a kid, right?
Mm.
Quite heavily abused to the point where he leaves middle school because he's being abused by everyone and runs away and tries to join a religious cult.
ISIS.
This cult is called the Branch Davidians, and they're run by this really old woman who's been running it since the 30s.
Wow.
Right, that's how long the Branch Davidians had been
So
around.
it's been
for.
like the 60s or something at the time.
Yeah, at the time it was like the 70s.
Oh, okay.
And so he goes there. No, it was
It's
80s.
a weird thing.
Probably
Wh-
80s.
Why are there always cults for people
I
to
don't
just
know.
manage to, like, you can just be like, oh, you know, I want to leave my house, I'm
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
Oh, cult, yeah.
Yeah, cult, perfect.
Cool, okay.
So he goes over there and he starts banging this 70-year-old woman.
Oh, Jesus.
Right, so that he can take control of the Branch Davidians once she dies. And there's a power struggle between him and her son.
Oh,
To
yeah,
the
he can't
point
be
where-
happy that he's banging her.
To the point where David Koresh actually shoots a gun at the motherfucker.
Oh, at
Right?
him, not
Yeah.
in him.
At him, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And has to sort of get, taken in and sort of questioned and all this kind of stuff. And eventually
Oh,
comes
I
back
guess
and...
taking him by the police.
Literally,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But then he comes back and he starts taking control of the church, and everyone in the Branch Davidians is now 100% behind David Koresh.
Yeah.
And at this point, he
We
starts...
pledge allegiance to the flag of the
Exactly.
United States of Koresh.
Yeah. And at this point, he starts going like, right, so I am not just a religious leader, I'm the prophet.
Oh, okay.
Right? I know
Is
the
he
true
banging a
God...
9-year-old too?
Oh, mate, we'll get there.
Ah.
He gets to the point where he goes like,
If you
yeah,
don't know,
I am
you
God-
should.
Yeah, he gets to the point where he's like, I am God's vessel on earth. He's talking directly through me. I am the one true word of God. Right?
Okay, this is sounding very
Yeah.
he who shall not be named
Yeah.
or pictured.
So then he gets taken over, by this whole fucking divine cause shit that he's got going
power
on.
goes to his head and he's like, you've got to follow me for this, like promised land
Exactly.
stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. And it gets to the point where he starts basically saying that he's no longer just a prophet, he's Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, Zeus indeed.
He's the second coming of Jesus, and more importantly, they have to get together as many guns as they physically can.
This is the part where I think I've heard parts from.
Many guns as they can. They had over, 2 million rounds of ammunition
And
by the time they got to the end of it.
it wasn't a giant call, but it was like 50.
It
or
was
something like that?
quite a few. It was like 100 and something people.
Wow. Okay, so that's a good size call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like so,
not
or like
quite,
90 people, something like that.
It's not quite what is it? Botswana.
No.
It's not quite that.
But this place, right? They've got guns. They've got everything. At one point, they have a 50 cal Barrett sniper rifle.
Wow. Yeah, because
That
they
is-
have like a separate place, like a place like off like in one of the desert places somewhere. Like a compound.
they're in Texas.
Yeah,
they're in
Texas.
Texas.
Same place that Wild Country goes to
a
as well.
place called Carmel Hill, or Carmel Mountain, Carmel Hill, I
okay.
think it is. And yeah, so they've got a Barrett 50 cal. They've got multiple machine guns that have been adapted from semi-automatics to fire automatics.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Which is one of the reasons why the ATF
Yeah.
went there to begin with.
Yeah, because that's naughty to do.
Yeah, but before we get into that whole shit, so what's going on in the church at this point is David Koresh has decided that he's been told by God, he has to dissolve everyone's marriages so that marriages don't exist anymore, and then the husbands can't have sex with their wives anymore. The wives have to have sex with David Koresh.
Okay.
Because
That's
David...
so similar to a lot of the other cultures, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need all the vagina.
Yeah.
Give me the vagina.
Yeah, and he's basically like, and then I will create a new cult of people on Earth, and then we will all be killed, and then we will immediately come back through the heavens to take over the world, and I will be the second coming of Jesus coming down and with Jesus' army. This is the plan, basically.
I mean, that all stands up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any flaws in that.
At this point, there are people sort of sitting for the sermons, and then these women sort of come in and they'll watch David Koresh, and then he'll pick women out of the crowd and then fuck them, right? And
Everyone wants that power.
And one of the people
Everyone
who
wants that.
actually got out of this, and there were very few who did, but one of the people who got out of this is a woman, and she was talking about her time with David Koresh, and she was like, and one day he finally picked me, and the entire time we were having sex, it wasn't about him. It wasn't satisfying him. It was about his love. It was about me being one-to-one with my God and having a really close connection with God.
Oh God.
And it's like, you still
Literally, yeah.
believe this? And she did. She's never stopped believing in the Branch
She just couldn't
Davidians.
do it anymore. She couldn't be there. She
No,
got out.
the only reason she left is because they took the kids out at one point.
Ah.
Because right, here's the thing as well. He was also fucking the kids.
Oh God. Okay.
So yeah, you were right. He's exactly up there with the fucking
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
rest of them.
See, it's just a thing about profits.
Yeah, as far as they can tell, like that's what they think. There was abusive stuff going on. Some people say that there wasn't, and that was just something that they made up to try and get the ATF to go in there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it all starts with the ATF going in there to try and take David Koresh into jail so that they can sort of question him about the automatic firearms and stuff
If
like
they
that.
had at least questioned him about something.
The thing is that they don't just go there by themselves because they know that the Branch Davidians have got a lot of guns, and they go there with a shitload of ATF officers.
Yeah, they're all armed in that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like straight away.
No one knows who fired first.
Yeah.
Some people say it was the Branch Davidians. Other people say that the ATF shot. Some people say it was an accidental discharge, and then it all sort of started from there because someone thinks someone's shooting, and then everyone starts shooting.
I'm sure whoever actually shot, they'll definitely say it was an accidental discharge.
But it was going, right? Everything was fucking off, and 4 ATF soldiers or officers get killed.
Wow. Okay.
4 of them. And then loads of the Branch Davidians because
they're
they
not trained or anything,
they start getting inside. They're throwing in flashbangs. They're shooting into the fucking building without even seeing who's on the inside at this point.
Because at this point they've got like full reason to just go in and just wipe it out.
Yeah, they get to the point where there's so many wounded officers that they have to declare a ceasefire against the cult.
Wow.
So the cult allow them to come in and get this particular officer out and get the bodies of the other officers out.
It's like an actual war thing.
Yeah, and they managed to get them out, and then shit goes down because they've already invited a news reporter with them because they were like, "Come watch this, we're going to be awesome." And then they were like, "Oh, this wasn't so awesome," and then they start trying to take the footage away.
Like the police? Or?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
the ATF,
okay.
yeah.
Wow, okay, that's even better.
Yeah. But then a shitload of news reporters appear because obviously they get the footage out because that's what news reporters do.
Yeah, they like to do that.
And shit starts getting real.
But a journalist got arrested for doing that, even though it's their job recently.
Yeah.
Which is like a really bad thing for free media.
Here's the thing is, right, they bring in the FBI, and the FBI have 2 branches, well, multiple branches, but one of their branches is the interrogation, not the what is it, when you're talking to the people and trying to...
Profiling?
No, when you're talking to the people inside the building.
Hostage negotiators.
Negotiators.
Yeah.
And negotiators are doing a pretty good job at this point because they're managing to get the children out, they're getting people who want to leave out without anything, and they're starting to build a rapport with David Koresh.
It's actually him they were talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind at this point, David Koresh has already been shot. David Koresh has been shot in the first wave through the hand and through the fucking abdomen.
Oh, okay, that's really worse then.
And loads of people have also been shot, and they're dealing with it by like rubbing garlic into the wounds because they don't have any actual medical supplies.
Garlic, does that do anything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It does have properties that help, but it's not going to stop you when you've been shot in the fucking liver.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to like stop any infection for that because that's going to be the thing they'll do most in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, at this point, the FBI is starting to go quite well, but the ATF and the other parts of the FBI are also getting a little bit antsy because it's not going that well, and the news reporters are watching, and it's been like 50 days at this point.
Oh, wow, really? I didn't realise it was that long.
It went on for a long time.
I knew it was like a siege kind of thing, but I didn't realise it was that long.
It might not be 50 days in at this point. It might be like 30 days in. But they call in the FBI hostage rescue squad.
Okay.
And those are the guys who do not fuck around.
Even though there wasn't any hostages?
No, the kids were counted as hostages. So that's part of... And they use these guys for other things apart from that because they are the guys, as I say, who do not fuck around.
Extract.
They go in, they exfil, all that stuff. It's fucking ruthless.
It's the people you generally play as in the games.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that just go in and just shoot things up.
And this guy, he's sat on a ridge, and he sort of, first of all, has to move into the back. So they drive a fucking tank, essentially, around the back and into this fucking garage and take the garage from the Branch Davidians.
I think I might have seen that, actually.
And then the Branch Davidians are like, what the fuck are you doing? We can see people with fucking guns. We've got night vision. Yeah. We can see what the fuck you're doing. And they're like, no, there's no one out there, because the negotiators have no fucking clue that they're out there. Just
So
complete
the whole
breakdown
thing
of
falls down
communication.
and
Because the guy in charge didn't fucking bother telling anyone.
I suppose maybe in his head he was thinking, if I don't tell them, then they can't give the word that they're there. Which I understand the logic, but it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb as shit.
Very dumb, because it doesn't really make any difference at that point.
No. But anyway, so it gets...
Either way, though.
It only gets worse, right? Because then at this point, they're like, well, we're going to have to deal with these Branch Davidians, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to borrow some tanks from the local fucking military. They bring in Abrams tanks,
I know them
frontline
ones.
battle tanks
Mhm.
at a fucking plywood building. Like, it's a big building. Don't get me wrong, but it's not.
of course, but
But bear in mind, they do have a Barrett 50 cal. They have an anti-material rifle that will go through body armor.
oh
It'll
wow,
go through armor plating.
wow, okay,
Yeah, you need a tank to not die from that shit.
yeah. That's crazy. I wonder, that's got to be like one of the only times that, like, because I swear there was something that happened recently when they tried to say that was the first time that the army was deployed in
In a civilian area.
Yeah. But what about that then? Technically,
Yeah.
like, that sounds like that counts
They
to me.
didn't technically deploy military. The FBI borrowed tanks.
Yeah.
so-
They didn't deploy the military. We just got a couple of military people to come and drive it because there ain't no FBI agents just gonna know how to drive a tank.
So at this point,
Like, that
obviously-
doesn't go together.
Yeah. So at this point, obviously, the negotiations take a shit, right?
Shockingly, there's people coming up behind us to shoot us.
And
Oh,
to make
can we get you a pizza?
Yeah.
No.
to make matters worse, the one guy who was negotiating for them the entire time with David Koresh is taken forcefully off of the project,
Oh, okay, yeah.
so that he.
God, it's
can't
like a
talk to them
film.
anymore. Yeah.
Like a legit film,
Yeah.
like Bruce Willis being took away.
And not only that, but a lawyer.
You're off the case, soldier.
A lawyer who said he was going to help David Koresh and then get him out so that he could get into court and sort the stuff out legally was no longer allowed in because the FBI said, yeah, we don't need you anymore.
It's like, he ain't coming out alive.
Yeah, and at
Or-
this point they go, right, so what
No
we're going to
defending
do
him too.
is we're going to play incredibly loud music all night and like phone off the hook noises and just any kind
Yeah,
of
annoying
horrific
loud
noise to stop them whilst blaring lights into each and every single window one after another to keep people awake.
I mean, that wasn't the worst idea. If you're going to do a siege thing rather than shooting it all up, that's not the worst idea.
Here's the best bit though. They then go to the next step. They send them a message through the phone. They're like, right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna drive the tanks up and we're going to put tear gas through the windows. This is not an assault. Just come out quietly. We are going to put tear gas through the windows, but this is not an assault. It's like, what the fuck do you mean this is not an assault?
We're going to put a weapon in there that explodes.
There's children in there.
Oh, yeah, that's even
There are
worse.
children in this place, and they are throwing tear gas through the fucking windows.
But it's not an attack.
No, it's not an attack.
No.
Not an attack.
No.
Not an
'Cause they're
attack.
telling you.
That doesn't work. Even that doesn't work. So the
Did they throw the tear
FBI,
gas in?
the FBI have had enough,
Mm.
right? So they give in entirely and just drive tanks through the fucking building. They drive a
Fucking
tank
hell.
into the fucking main building entrance,
Yeah.
into another bit of the building and rip it down and start tearing it apart. And then, for some reason, 3 separate parts of the building all set fire at once.
Oh.
No one knows who set the fire. The ATF claim it was the Branch Davidians.
Yeah.
The Branch Davidian survivors say there's no reason they do that. They
Yeah.
have fucking children there,
Yeah.
and it was their home. They wouldn't burn it to the ground. They were there to fight.
They were defending it. It doesn't
Yeah.
really make sense that they would then set it on fire in a coordinated
Yeah.
attempt as well.
Yeah,
3 different places.
3 people.
It's almost
no,
like people
sorry.
outside had a plan and then came in and did it.
Yeah, 4 people managed to get out.
Wow.
4.
Jesus
Because there is a
Christ.
bunker in the centre where everyone was staying because of all the tear gas and
Yeah.
the stuff like that. And then by the time the fire had started and there was smoke everywhere,
couldn't.
no one could escape.
Yeah.
So the entire fucking thing
Funny as
burns.
get to that and there's fire on there.
Yeah. The entire thing fucking burns. And over 80 people die, including
Yeah.
24 children.
Well, just at that bit, so that shows how many had already died by that point.
Yeah.
As well, then. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all burned to death. And then, halfway through the burning, the entire fucking, like, ammunition package that they'd done goes off.
Yeah.
So there's just this enormous explosion.
Yeah. And at the time, there would have been like bullets going everywhere.
Yeah.
It was like
Like a fucking scatter shot.
like a nail bomb.
Yeah.
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 Just fucking insane. And,
And
the
I'm guessing-
entire thing burnt to the ground because the FBI and the ATF, for some reason, didn't let the fucking fire crew through.
Oh.
Because they were
Cover
like,
the
oh, no,
evidence.
they'd be under too much fire and it'd be too dangerous for them.
Cover up the evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't know like quite all that bit about this.
And at one point, here's the interesting thing, the really interesting thing, just a what if.
Go on.
At one point, one of the FBI hostage rescue team was sitting on his perch, and he was looking at the main tower at the very top of the building.
Right.
And through the window, he sees David fucking Koresh.
Oh, okay.
And he is standing there, and he's looking out, and he knows that he can see where he is, and he knows that he's like being looked back at, you know, that kind of shit.
Just while he was on fire, or?
No, this is before any of that happened.
Okay.
And the guy goes, and I won, and I think I could just take the shot. He's 275 yards away. I know I can hit a dime at 300 yards. There is no margin for error. If I take the shot, he's gone.
There's no need for that at all at the time, though.
No, there was at the time. They'd already gone through like the firefight.
Oh, okay.
They'd already killed ATF officers and shit like that.
Yeah.
This is by the time they had to sort of call in the big guns.
Okay, I see.
And he's going like, if I take that shot, that's it. It's over. I go to jail for the rest of my life, but it's over, and I save 80 plus people.
It's just ridiculous that he would, though. Like, why wouldn't they're just trying to like get rid of them all? It seemed by that point they wanted like all of them gone.
Yeah. Well, that seemed sort of like what the prevailing opinion is essentially. They didn't want to save them. They wanted to make a fucking
a point. And also because by that point as well, like all all of them are witnesses to the fucked up way they went about it.
Yeah.
So the easiest thing to do is no witnesses, no crime.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm guessing none of them ever really faced any reparations from it or any.
No, nothing.
Nah, that's not surprising. No. It's such a bitchy division of the police as well to get like done by.
Yeah.
The alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. What the hell, man? Most of the time they're worried about a plant, like a crappy little plant. Doesn't even get you high particularly. You just get you a bit addicted. It's the only drug in the world that when you smoke it, just brings you back to normal.
It's a weird combo,
level.
isn't it? Yeah, alcohol, tobacco, firearms. What?
Yeah. One of these are a bit different than the others. Yeah. Like, nobody's gonna be like smoking 20 a day and fighting to kill you over it or something. It's not meth.
Yeah, no.
Like
no.
Drugs, I understand that a bit more, but drugs is DEA. Yeah. They got a whole separate thing.
Yeah, they got a whole separate thing for that motherfucker.
Even though that makes perfect sense that it should be that. Like, get the guns out. The guns should be a separate thing.
I mean, how much do you reckon the ATF deal with actually, like, tobacco and alcohol?
Probably not that much.
Probably not that much.
No. I mean, sometimes, sure, maybe. Yeah. Alcohol, not so much since Prohibition, anyway. Yeah. Then, yeah. They would have been busy as hell then.
Yeah, they would have been.
Yeah. Then I get it. I get it then. Tobacco, that's still weird.
Yeah.
Considering bud's legal, but they're still worried about tobacco so much.
Yeah.
Did you know, by the way, that, before I forget these last few ones on here, the Dalai Lama, this is a true one, the Dalai Lama deemed Steven Seagal a deity.
Oh, God.
He gave him deity status.
Yeah, well, we all know about the Dalai Lama now. So.
We do indeed. Yeah. Maybe they were sharing this.
And there's a lot of similar questions being raised at fucking Steven Seagal.
Really?
Oh, have you not? There's an interview with one like star who was like 16 at the time, and he's like, "Hey, how old are you?" And she's like, "I'm 16." He's like, "Oh, okay, lie the way I like him," or something like that. It's like gross shit.
Okay. I did not see that one.
Yeah.
I saw there's a rape one on here somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's that shit too.
Anderson Silva pretends to play guitar on stage.
Yeah. Have you seen one of his real solos?
No.
Oh my God, it's one of the best things you'll ever see in your life. It's awful.
Did you know he has an Australian energy drink?
What?
Yeah, he's rivaling Prime Ears.
What? What was it called?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I think I might know about this. It was like a spiritual thing that he did. Like, it was like full of ginseng and shit.
Yeah. Put it how you want to do. I mean, it ain't never going to be Jean-Claude Van Damme's Coors Light advert now, is it?
There's an advert for it, though, as well, with just this random hot woman, like, being like, "Hey, you're so hot." And it's like, "I know, baby. Drink my energy drink."
Great quote here. Always remember this. It means a lot when you think about it.
I snatch every motherfucker birthday.
Makes perfect sense, you know. Makes perfect sense. You can't.
Everyone
question
knows
it.
what that means.
You can't question it.
No.
Did you see when he came out to Bob Snyder?
Oh God,
And
yeah.
he said,
Oh,
I've
this
just read
quote's
the greatest
amazing.
script I've ever read in my life. Oh, really?
Yeah,
who
who
wrote
wrote
it? I did.
yeah,
That was amazing. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I appreciate that confidence, though. I feel like that when I look at some of the stuff I've done sometimes. I'm like, that's the best thing I've ever, that's ever been
I
done.
will snatch every motherfucker birthday.
I will indeed snatch every motherfucker birthday.
Every motherfucker
That's
birthday.
how you got to live your life.
He's a blues singer.
He is a blues singer. He's very angry at the US government over lies they have told about Putin. He's not okay with the lies that have been told.
all of those fake newses.
Yeah. That's because this man, Steven Seagal, believes in the truth.
Yeah, of course he does.
Wholeheartedly.
100%. He's
Truth
about the truth.
It's completely, that's it. As we saw in South Park and that wonderful depiction
Yeah.
that I'm pretty sure he greenlit.
People keep saying that I'm fat, but I'm actually super ripped and cool.
I want to see it.
Oh God, I love that so much. South Park, yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Oh yeah, oh it's so bad. Yeah, Steven Seagal's insane guitar solo. Yeah, epic guitar solo is fine as well.
Let's see this.
It's like a kid playing in their fucking room. He's not even fucking picking it right. You can hear him hitting wrong notes all over the place with his fucking dopey ass fingers. No, exactly. It's exactly. It's fucking awful. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this. Shit. Oh God. We're done. Epic guitar play. I don't think that's him.
That ain't him. It looked like he was doing the stuff then a bit, though.
Nah. Never in a million years, nah. Never in a fucking million years, nah. He's not fucking playing that for shit. Nah, man. Nah. Look at that guy, just so embarrassed to be on stage with Steven Seagal.
Is that more of a jam setup? No. What? I don't get that.
We've got to go. We've got to leave this.
Age 12. What the heck? What?
He's been playing guitar that long and that's what he sounds like. You should be fucking ashamed.
I mean, that was alright though.
Oh no.
If it was real.
Yeah, well, let's stop listening to Steven Seagal.
Oh, no, I need to know. See, that's poop though.
I played guitars because I'm a serious player and I've been playing since I was a child.
need to watch this now.
You see more than 2 notes.
What's a riff that sounds easy but it's really hard to play? Watching him play it, he's just got his thumb stretched all the way up here. It's incredible. It's just truly a difficult thing to play, especially if you're gonna have large hands.
The fuck it? Nah.
You seem to be talking like seriously about him.
Right, let's get out of this. I need to stop seeing.
You can't
it.
accept it, can you?
I can't deal with
I
this
think
anymore.
there's a chance he might be a legitimate
He's
player.
not a legit player, mate.
I think
He
there's
is
a
not.
chance.
He is not.
The other
He is
stuff
not.
is. I mean,
He is not.
for all we know, maybe he was a CIA
That-
operative. Maybe he
nah.
ran from Jean-Claude Van Damme because he would get arrested for hitting him because, you know...
That's what turns
weapons
you.
of-
If that's what turns you, you as a musician should be ashamed.
And bear in mind I was a drummer. But
Well,
that one solo sounded fine. If that was
He
him...
was. That was nothing. His hands were nowhere near that.
I'm not saying...
Nowhere near.
I don't know. You don't know. Some people seem to think he's good.
Those are all fucking jokes,
See,
mate.
there you go. He's going to shot him in the head. Pow.
Steven Seagal, look at his.
I'd love to know what he looks like underneath that bandana now.
know.
Got to be going bold, surely.
Yeah, I mean that's why he sprays on his fucking forehead. Jesus, what a sham of a man.
Him talking to Piers Morgan, that's great as well. A conversation
fucking-
between...
One absolute fucking waste of space, Steven Seagal is.
It could be worse. He could be give me a sec.
Yeah.
No. He could Putin.
No.
It's worse to be Putin. You're having drones flown at you.
Yeah.
You know, that's not cool.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's reasons why Putin's a more evil person, but Steven Seagal is significantly more of a loser.
I got a good video to show you, but I know it's hard to find this temple. Mate. New UFO video I found, which I thought
Ew.
was very interesting. Let me see if is that the actual? No, it's the news one, isn't it?
That's 12 years ago.
Yeah, it's an old one. I'm gonna just discovered it.
Form of a bright light is seen descending over the dome of the rock in Jerusalem. The video is said to be taken over the weekend. Then suddenly the light shoots up into the sky. Let me see it. Another video from a different angle appears to show
Yeah, there's all different angles of it.
Those clips have gone viral.
It's a very cool one, I think. I like that.
Yeah.
It's like a pew, just shoots up. It's another UAP, methinks.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's trying to make us watch the best sport in the world, wrestling. Oh,
Why?
We can't do that.
Why?
Oh, should we? No, we can't. No, no.
No. We'd never go near Mojo.
What? What?
I saw a Mojo on there.
Mojo.
Yeah.
Mojo who?
Watch Mojo.
Oh, watch Mojo.
No, we never go near Mojo.
What's wrong with that?
Never go near Mojo.
Why? Is that fine? I watch Mojo regularly.
What?
It's in the name.
Oh, mate.
It's in the name.
Mate.
I watched one the other day where it was top 20 things that we thought.
Yeah, but
mysteries that were
there's people
eventually
with
solved.
so much more character doing the exact same thing. Little YouTubers out there.
Yeah,
And
but
there was
you know.
Watch Mojo, who are just this dominating force because they just put media everywhere.
Whatever's there, I'll click it if it's enticing. I'll click it. I don't care what brand it is. I don't see colours of graphics.
You don't.
I don't.
You don't.
I just to me it's all the same.
Yeah.
It's just content for me to munch
Just
on.
delicious tent.
Delicious tent.
Yeah.
Yeah. With my tarnished helmet.
Huge amounts of tent.
Yeah. I do love a good bit of tent.
Everyone loves a bit of tent.
Yeah. With that pole.
You ever seen some tent? Of course you have, because it's tent and you love it.
Tight.
Tight.
Tent tight.
Tight.
Tight like a tent tight.
Tight like a tent. Tent tight.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Tent tights.
I've had a lot of McDonald's lately.
Tight.
I don't know why.
Tight like a
Tight
tiger.
like-
Yes.
It does make you think to tight like a tiger when you have a poo sometimes. Or the opposite. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
It's always, you can't get the poo out because it's a bit hard.
That's true.
Or it's like,
Flop.
exactly.
Flop.
You can't win with it, man.
Everyone likes to flop.
I don't like the flop.
You like the flop.
Oh, you've seen my song as well, haven't you?
Flop up the gobloom, flop up the flobloom.
Because we are
Flop,
all
flop.
rapping men.
We're all rappy men.
Yeah, we're rapping.
You're
Oh,
a rappy man.
I've enjoyed a lot of this. The Piers Morgan, like, arguing with the people that are trying to protest against the, the coronation and all that. Like the Not My King people. You seen any of that?
What?
Or the people, like, trying to protest and that against the coronation and that. It was funny seeing Piers Morgan argue against them.
Why?
But Piers Morgan is very entertaining to watch.
Nah.
But that doesn't mean you always have to like him.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
He's fun to watch when he's just let loose and he's going after. If you agree with him, the thing is, when you agree with him, he's fun to watch. If you disagree with him, then he's annoying as hell.
Yeah, but I don't see why the protest guys had to be arrested.
Well, I don't know what they were doing.
They just had signs.
Yeah, where?
Had
I didn't really see the point of it either, though, like doing the protesting. It's like, what? I don't see what it
protest.
achieved. Yeah, you go and protest, but yeah.
They're allowed to protest. They should be allowed to just go out and fucking
They're
protest.
allowed. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they got arrested. I know
Yeah,
like
exactly.
52 got arrested.
They shouldn't
didn't
be fucking arrested. They should
Why-
be allowed
why?
to do whatever the fuck they want. It's freedom of speech.
Well, it depends what they were doing. That's what I'm saying.
They had banners. That's it. That's literally it, mate.
There must be more to it. Than
No,
that.
they literally just had banners.
Uh,
They had a truck full of banners, and everyone was grabbing banners, and then the police came along and arrested them.
well, it depends where they were as well. Then in that case, if they were trespassing.
They weren't. They were just on a public road.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then let's have a look. I forgot what the fuck I was searching for now. Yeah, so coronation. Okay, in their yellow fancy t-shirts. Look at them. Look suave, don't they?
I mean, you may not agree with them, but there's no reason why they should be
Yeah,
arrested
they're
for
arrested,
just
yeah.
fucking protesting something.
Oh, look at this. Regret, arrest. What I said 52. This isn't the amount that I saw. But let's have a look at this. Met Police actually saying sorry for once. For the look
Yeah,
of this.
because they know it's literally they crack down on fucking free speech.
Have defended it, what? But I announced that no charges were brought against the four cities. Let's forget the 6 victims were arrested on Saturday.
It was not 6.
Yeah, I thought I got.
It was more
It's
than
like
that.
52 is what I
Yeah.
saw. Investigation team
So
now
all
fully
of this is
examined the
bullshit
open
anyway,
seas.
because they're already fucking faking out.
Even all 6
And it is the Guardian, so
had
that
their
makes
bail
sense.
yeah, will be taken. We've got those are 6 people. Okay, let's get away from that, because like you said, it's just pointless reading that. Okay. The actual Metropolitan Police one, wow. Guardian, CNN, BBC ain't gonna help. Jesus, look at all the things that come up. Oh yeah, here we go. 52.
Including, yeah.
London, May 6th. Police arrest. Oh, fucking hell. The video anti-monarchy group Republican 51 the coronation, King's coronation on Saturday, saying their duty to prevent disruption outweighed the right to protest.
No, it does not.
What?
No, it
didn't
fucking
know that
does
part.
not. No,
Yeah,
it
like-
fucking does not. It never fucking does.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
That's fucking disgusting, is what it
Been
is.
detained before the protest began. The photos and said to me the same because season 7 back. I understand the concept of being annoyed by it.
Yeah,
Because
but you cannot
can't-
arrest
you can't
someone
arrest
for
someone.
fucking
Yeah, yeah.
protesting.
that's
You
the
just
thing.
can't do
Yeah,
that.
it's just against the law.
But
Well,
it's not
against-
now
not
because
against the law.
yeah, because the Tories have literally brought in new fucking
Yeah,
anti-fucking
yeah.
protesting laws, which make it even more difficult to do anything like this.
Nobody complained about that, like when at the time when it
Yeah,
happened.
because everyone's like, "Oh yeah, it's because all those stupid oil twats and the
Yeah.
fucking fuel protesters." Look what you guys did. You normalised hating protesters, and then look what the Tories did with that. Well fucking done.
That's kind of true, actually, because all that stuff
Absolutely.
was so stupid.
Yeah,
the
it was
climate
so
stuff.
stupid. It was so over the top. It got people so far against protesters that when an anti-protest bill came out, everyone was just like, "Yeah, absolutely fine with it. Take it out."
To be fair, we say that.
That
though,
is literally
We say that like-
a fucking kid crying wolf. That's what you did.
To be fair, we say that like we had a vote on it. You know, we didn't. But it just seems. I think one thing that they've
No,
learned.
but there should have been more like people angry about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. As I was about to say, I think one thing they've learned more from like the pandemic and stuff is that people are a lot more likely to just quietly take it.
Yeah.
It seems
Yeah.
to be the thing after the pandemic. Like that's one thing that we did as opposed to America, which is why I do say that we need to be a bit more like America. And France, like you mentioned about France before, kick off whenever anything happens. You were proved right about that, weren't you?
They tried to put something up a little bit, and it's
2
like,
years.
no, we burned down the entire fucking city.
2 years they put it up by, from 62 to 64.
And they're like, no, you do that and we will kill you.
It's still going on, last I heard.
Yeah.
It's going on for fucking ever, man. They burned down, like, one of the big... I know they burned down a lot of things. They did a lot of shit. I know they burned something specific.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I remember when I saw that happening, I was like, wow, Knife was fucking bang on with that.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
No, you were saying
if they
a lot.
protest, they fucking protest. And they protest however the fuck they want.
Apparently so. Yeah, there's not any much more than that. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that story then.
It's fucked, man, because this is what the UK is walking into quite happily. There's a lot of people who are still completely fucking blind to what the fucking media have been doing at the fucking government's whim, basically.
Well, look at how far we had to go down just to find the one that included the 52 people rather than 6.
I mean, if you don't believe that there's a sort of conspiracy to keep people fucking divided and shitty, this is exactly it. It is making people hate the right to protest to the point where they don't mind that much when they literally take it away from you. And then people only really fucking notice when it's in the middle of a fucking coronation. And even then, there are people fucking defending that shit. There are people going, well, you know, they were like on the coronation day though, so it's a bit bad. They should be able to fucking protest wherever and whenever they want.
Like I said, I disagree with that.
You know what also they can't do?
I disagree with why they were protesting. I think it was stupid, but you have to
can't
let
stop
them.
them. Yeah. You know that by the same Tory bill, you can't actually lock yourself to anything anymore. That's now illegal.
Really?
If you do that, they can break it and take you to jail.
That's amazing.
So, like, what the fuck's that about? That's one of the best forms of protest, and you've just been like, no, you can't do that anymore.
I mean, realistically, I thought they could have always done that by law. Well, not by law, but I mean in the sense that when you're putting a chain on or whatever you're putting on yourself, surely you should be thinking in the idea of, I'm going to put this on so that they can't take it off me.
Yeah.
Like, I suppose maybe that's why now you get a lot more super glue in than anything.
Yeah.
So they can't come and just cut you off, you know. You're stuck there even if it is illegal.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You're stuck there until it wears off on its own and then you go to jail, sure. That makes sense in that case. I like the ingenuity of those people then.
No, but it's fucked up. You shouldn't be able to do this shit. You should not be able to do that.
As you know, I don't think it's what would it be like, a coordinated effort of that kind of
No,
stuff.
I don't think it's a coordinated effort. I think
way.
it's just that's the way it's happened, and people will use any fucking, you know,
reason to
any reason to push it to the way they want it. The way they want it to be, and this is the way a lot of people have wanted it to be for a long time, because then they can stop people from saying no.
Well, this is what I said. I remember before. Like I've always said this. Like the idea to me that protesting, like that, it's all about why they worry so much about being legal anyway.
Yeah.
Like in the sense that just the idea that protesting is legal was weird to me. In the sense that, you know, if you're allowed to be doing what you're doing, is it really that good of a protest?
Exactly, that's to a certain point. You're right.
Like,
yeah. If it's like this is what you're legally allowed to do, then it's like, well, then fuck you.
It's almost like what they've really done is got someone back in the day at some point made everybody believe that this is all you want to do, or
this is all you can do.
Like put the limit on this kind of thing.
But then you end up with people like doing things that they think are, you know, transgressive, and what we do is we go onto a poker table, a pool table, not pool,
that was so dumb. Yeah,
when they're in the middle of it and just go.
That was a Not My King stuff as well, wasn't it?
No, that was oil shit again.
Was it?
That was like Save the Planet shit.
No, they. Oh yeah, you might be right actually. Yeah.
Look at this. It's like, oh, grow the fuck up.
Yeah, it was some of the same people that did the other stuff, because I know Piers Morgan was talking to him the other day. Yeah. Because I think there was a very recent one. There might have been another one where it was just them in that case, because it was the yellow shirted one.
Yeah, the problem is that they both wore yellow shirts.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the
same fucking shirts. They just bought they were like, you know what? We've got these hundreds of yellow shirts left over that we bought before.
Yeah, let's just use them.
Yeah. We shouldn't reuse the yellow ones we had before and save the planet. Yeah. That was last month's objective.
Yeah. Now
fuck the planet.
It's all about coronation.
Yeah, man. We want to get rid of all things coronation, even the flowers. We want to burn
Prince Charles
them.
loves the environment. That means I have to hate that shit.
Yeah. He loves planes. He loves animals. He loves music.
Yeah.
Loves art. You
Yeah.
have to hate all that.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
He
Hate
loves
that
whales,
shit.
obviously.
Loves it, hates it.
Have to
I
hate
hate
whales.
that shit. I hate that shit.
Not gonna lie, that's not much of a loss, but
yeah.
I can go against Wales.
Yeah.
Apparently they weren't happy though, just for the fact that once again they've got and I'd never thought about this, a British, an English, Prince of Wales.
Oh yeah.
There's never a Welsh Prince
Yeah,
of Wales, like
yeah.
it's always an English dude.
Yeah. Well, that's because no fucking royal family member has banged a Welsh person in generations.
Well then I think there's an easy way to sort this problem. Let's get some orgies going on down in Wales.
Yeah, let's do that shit.
It's not called card stiff for no reason.
God, stiff. Fucking hell.
It might be, I don't know. I haven't spent enough time down there.
Well.
I look at all the people around there and I'm like, I don't want to fuck them. Look at them, they're whales.
Fucking Jesus Christ, Carl. Fucking
The
Jesus
whales.
Christ, Carl.
I'm more of a sperm whale myself.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see them and they just make me feel kind of blue whale. I'm on a roll.
Jesus Christ.
I'm rolling down a hill like a piece of cheese. Look at that
Ah.
banana right there. Oh, he's
Are you a
sexy.
killer whale? Because you're literally killing me. Right
Oh, okay.
now. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
What's the purpose of this?
Oh, that was good. That was good. Dolphin.
Get that manatee.
Yeah. What? A team.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That took me a moment then. I like that. That was a good one. I'm a chameleon indeed on that one. I don't like sea creatures. They creep me out a lot.
Yeah, a lot of them are
Mm.
fucking Have you ever seen a spider crab?
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker's unbelievably
Of course.
unpleasant.
Yeah, they're big,
They're
big boys.
nasty
They are.
fuckers, they are.
Big boys.
Yeah.
Well, not technically, but the largest spider you can get, realistically.
Yeah.
Not as big as a giant squid, though. That's one thing I would not want to come across.
Giant squid.
Imagine getting slapped.
Take me down to the depths in your mouth and suck me down.
They'd have a beak as well. Imagine that beak.
Chew me up with your beak.
Have you ever seen a shoe bill?
A what?
These are legitimate dinosaurs. I showed it to my mom, and somehow she was like, "Oh, that's cute."
Oh, is it the sort of the really ugly fucking bird?
Oh, that's not a very nice thing to say about
It
your
is,
mama.
though.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
It looks like a
Yeah, that's
fucking
the other
dinosaur,
motherfucker.
man.
That thing literally looks like, it is a fucking dinosaur.
Straight up, just looks like a dinosaur. Look, oh god, it's so creepy. That's like a look of something that just looks
That
straight
is
through
there
you.
to eat your soul.
Yeah, it looks straight through you.
Yeah.
Like it cares nothing about.
It
your-
only eats the flesh to get to the soul.
Yeah.
That's where it really gets its sustenance.
And even then, he just snorts it. He doesn't even eat it. You know.
Oh, turn off the Attenborough. I need to go soon, so turn off the Attenborough volume. Just the sound off.
Oh, okay. You want the sound off? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a bit of Attenborough for you before I go, because I am gonna have to go pretty quick.
Okay. Yeah, I do need to.
The
pick up as well.
shoebill, also known as the demon bird, is one of the most prehistoric predators on Earth. With its terrifying eyes, it eats its prey, devouring its
A
son
log.
alive.
It's a log.
Even a log has a soul.
Dickhead. You think after being around since like the dinosaur times or however long
Yeah.
he's been around, he'd have learned the difference between a log and a fucking fish.
Yeah. Look at that fucking thing.
Sorry, I interrupted your
no, it's alright. I'm not
Aston
doing
Black.
it anymore. This is fucking.
This chick
Look at
is
that.
just 3 weeks old.
It's just 3 weeks old, and it can already
Oh god.
devour the balls of a man.
Next, it would learn to walk. And then, they fly. Fuck. I assumed they
that's-
didn't fly, you know.
Yeah, that's worse.
God,
That's-
I legitimately thought they
That's
didn't
oh
fly.
god, that's way worse.
Oh god. It is literally, it looks like a dinosaur,
it
man.
does, yeah.
That is what they would have looked like more as well, because it's the feathers and that, but not super feathered as well.
Yeah, just like fluffy.
Yeah.
Ew.
Jesus.
Fucking ew.
And it's big as well. It's not small.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'm trying to see some.
It's like a
some
fucking
humans.
giant evil heron.
Yeah. Wow, you make sure you come and check out my stuff on kdcomedy.com. It's a bit sexier now. I've been updating it today with all different things that I got going on, upcoming events, things, nights, podcasts, stuff.
Yeah.
So look on YouTube or Facebook for all the deets, yo.
Post-apocalyptic metal treehouse for me. That's basically the only thing that's out there at the moment. There won't be any gigs for a while,
but check out Hippie Nation on Twitch, and this man shall be joining me in the goth when he is able to.
Yeah, he will be.
Soon as he. Oh, you did tell me to download the game. I'll tell him as well. Warzone.
Yeah. The thing is, it is massive. So if he doesn't want to, and it is a Call of Duty game. So if he doesn't want to play it, I do get it.
Okay. Can you get? Is Outriders more than 2 in a thing?
What?
Outriders. You played that?
Is that the sort of shooty bang bang jump around blow stuff up stuff?
Well, there's a bit. It's not like Call of Duty when you
No.
It's like third person. It's very much like the style of Uncharted.
Yeah, you lose like abilities as well as like shooting people and stuff.
Yeah, you get like different classes. You're an ultra person.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Do that.
I never played that with mates. I played it by myself, which fucking sucked. It was awful.
Yeah, well, I've been played it with mates, so yeah. Do that and
then
then can play along. And even if you can only do 2 at a time, then I'm sure I'll get to play with you.
Yeah.
And then etc. I got a separate guy on there now. I made another guy the other day. I got like a burly kind of older black dude now with like grey long hair.
Yeah.
Long grey beard.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll kill a fool.
Yeah.
Hope that's not racist. No. Having a black person. No. I mean, I suppose it's racist when I die.
It's racist if you didn't have it.
Yeah, I didn't have a girl. Because, come on. I'm fighting things while I'm going to have a girl. She's going to do booby smashing. Come on. Yeah, but yeah, that's good enough for us now. Yeah. Keep it logical.
Get squishy.
Keep it squishy.